wave. Just ride the wave. Yeah. Hey. Just ride the wave. Yeah. Hey. Just ride the wave. Hey. Bitches be hating on me, but they ride the wave. I feel like a rock star when I'm standing behind the shades. Why get a foolish silly man? You better move out the way. Yeah, you better move out the way. We ain't coming where your mama stay. If we coming, we ain't about to play. Baby, tell me what you trying to say. I can flip it all kinds of ways, but I don't give up the time of day. I'm just trying to make the right away, but you ride the wave. I just went and got some ice today. Different colors, all kinds of shades. I rise like a rock star. When they see me, they ride the wave. They don't come from where I'm from. When they see me, they ride the wave. I be in the booth back to back. When I do it, they ride the wave. Yeah, they ride the wave. When I do it, they just ride the wave. I feel like a rock star. When they see me, they ride the wave. They don't come from where I'm from. When they see me, they ride the wave. I be in the booth back to back. When I do it, they ride the wave. Yeah, they ride the wave. When I do it, they just ride the wave.
Get him with that good ooey ooey. This how I get him. Hit him with that good ooey ooey. This how I get him. Get him, got that good ooey ooey. I got that ooey ooey. That I pop that pussy for him. Got that good nookie for him. He wanna eat all of these snacks. That's milk and cookies to him. No competition, no rival. I ride that wave like a title. Won't fuck him without a title. Yo, bitch gon' make me her idol. Ooh, yeah. Cause I'm a bad little mama, you heard. That's how I hit him with the ooh. Yes, I'm a problem, you know that's the word.
Speeding fast, running lights, can't concentrate, you by my side. I can't wait, we won't make it to the house tonight. Especially with you right here, right here. Gripping your thighs when I drive. So close that I can feel you now. You kissing all over me. Fuck around and make me crash out, I crash out. Pull over. Shake, pull over. No, baby, I can't wait. Pull over, yeah. Baby, no, I can't wait. 'Cause we won't make it to the house tonight. We won't make it to the house tonight. Crazy what we can do in tight spaces. Girl, slow down because we are not racing.
Hey, yo, Lane, check dig, man. I was just sitting back reminiscing, man, you know what I'm saying, and vibing on how things used to be, you dig? Like when we was youngsters, you know what I'm saying, that OSDN used to rock. St. Angela's jump, you know?
When children used to see the dance every day. I used to go to Toledo. When kids really used to go outside and play. I used to go to Toledo. When females used to carry themselves as women. I used to go to Toledo. When hustlers used to chew their tongue without snitching.
Listen, I remember back in the day when I was a child, doing bad, mama used to take us to eat at Hot and Now. Very convenient, the food was good and plus it was cheap. Creeping off the block to go swimming at Willie's every week. Dirt courts in just about every backyard, hooping on crates. Sneaking jars out the house, trying to catch lightning bugs and snakes. The good old days when penny candy really used to cost a penny. Ice cream truck had ice cream on it, you could buy for 10 pennies. Pimping your bike out with chrome caps, reflectors, and mirrors. The hood used to be a village back when the neighbors cared. It was less snitching, more females carried themselves like women. I wish I could go back and visit, cause I miss the old Toledo.
I didn't even know that was you. Hey!
I had a video shoot this weekend.
Okay, man. It's your boy Bobcat, man. Just reminiscing, check this.
Where hustlers used to chew their tongue without snitching.
I'm just reminiscing about the old days.
Thank you for coming in. I was just saying, like, where's Dre? I'm like, he's always on time.
You know what? Play that time.
Yes, he's good. You got your own sauce.
For the love of the dough. 16 double O into the world blow. When Indo and Joint Mob had a lock on the south, and Arden Coleman had you scared to come out of your house. Around the time when Magic Wand found out he was Clara, and Ray Stone was so fly, yeah, that was the era. Philly and Philly and all was repping for Out Here. That Scott and Libby gang could damn near get a nigga killed. When Northtown was bumping, South was slumping. Follow the light, lightning rod had every club jumping. I give her arm, a leg, 2 shoulders, and the tooth. To see Toledo how it was in my youth. Man, I miss the old Toledo.
I was shooting working out the spot out in North Baltimore last year. I was driving the bus to the show.
thought she was coming down there with you. She said she was about to get on board with you.
You know what? We don't do something like that.
You're listening to the 419 Grind. Rise and
Grind
morning
show.
Hey. Wednesday morning. Wake up. Rise and grind, beautiful people. Yes. Wake us up. Yeah. I'm up. Hey, I don't know. I haven't drank that much coffee, so I can't get the coffee. I'm just happy to be alive this morning.
Listen. It's just Monday. It's kind of hard.
Yes.
The snow is melting down, thankfully.
Yes. Slowly but surely. Yes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We got Toledo's own Andre McCallum in the building. Yes, co-hosting today. And we got a couple more guests that's going to be coming through. We got a great show planned for this morning. So thank you guys for tuning in. Yes, thank you for coming in. We appreciate you rising and grinding with us as usual.
For sure.
You know, I'm always watching your page. I'll be like, when is he coming to town? Because we got to get him in the studio. You already know you cannot. Yeah, you be on a world tour. You cannot come home. Yeah. Hey, that was hot.
It was super cold.
I couldn't tell, but y'all was hot. Shout out to Magic, he was here too, and who else? Shout out to everybody else who's out there.
Magic One, shout out Magic One, shout out Wonder Bread Porter, shout out John. We did something special. They tried to get everybody from every side of town to talk about Toledo, and it was beautiful because we had different people from different sides of towns, different age brackets, different generations, different everything, the same mindset, same love for the city. That's what I love.
I love it. I saw that, yeah. I tuned in, I think, to the little clip that I saw was of you saying that part of the song where you were talking about, you know, I love my whole city. I don't have no ops. And I was like, I know that's right. I love that. You know, that's what we hear a lot of that in the music is about all the ops, this, ops, that, and, you know, all this, like, you know, gangster stuff. But you don't hear too many people with a positive message saying, you know, no, I don't got no ops. I get along with everybody. And you know, dapping up everybody from each side of the town. And I thought that was really dope. So shout out to all of y'all.
Real quick, I was thinking about it this morning. It's not even so much that I get along with everybody, but I'm man enough to say, you know, I was wrong. I'm man enough to say, you know, it's my bad, bro. You know, it's not even that serious. And you can look somebody that maybe you have a disagreement with and say, my bad, I was wrong, but it's not that serious. That's how you can move like that.
Absolutely.
So just because you have a disagreement don't mean I hate you. That's disagreements all the time. I'm tired, man. I'm asleep.
That's what you let us have it. I swear you do.
I'm not gonna let them know we don't feel like that.
Don't get caught to his office. You fight, you got caught to the principal.
You know how
that's our Jack.
And he finished shot score, so he get double points.
Yes. You know, shout out to all the men that pay shot score and women. Like, because not all women have their kids that live with them, right? It's not just a man thing. Like, if you're a woman and your kids don't live with you, you should pay child support. It's not a double standard, okay? Because my kids didn't live with me, I'm paying child support to whoever my kids live with. And that's just how it should go. So shout out to all the parents who pay child support. And shout out especially to all the primary parents who definitely are in there day in, day out, 24/7. You know, when it's ugly, when it's cute, when it's all of the above. You know, because it's definitely the hardest job out there is being a parent.
For sure.
Shout out to all the parents. Yeah, Shae, we were talking about the weather, you know, and yeah, the snow is starting to fade a little bit, but I do believe that we're supposed to be getting a little bit more snow, so let's not get too comfortable. Yeah. Well, actually, no. I'm sorry. I was wrong about that. So, site just playing.
Okay, so the weather's actually going to be looking pretty good this week. It looks like we're going to be in the high 30s all week with partly sunny and partly cloudy. So it looks like we're going to have a pretty good weekend. I think the snow.
It's supposed to warm up.
Yeah, the snow is definitely going to go ahead and probably
melt away.
Yeah, subside a little bit.
Snow. Get thee behind me.
Yes, definitely get thee behind me because you know I think we needed a little sprinkle. You know, because we were having a really mild winter for a second.
That was tough for you to come shoot a video in the snow. You just trying to represent the winter or something.
Yeah,
you know what? They hit me up and I said, you know, is y'all still shooting this video with that blizzard I got going on?
They like, that's even more reason why,
that's
right?
What they said. They said the snow is a prop. So I said, if y'all with it, I'm with it.
Yeah, And I'm glad that y'all took that like viewpoint with it because that made it so Toledo, so Ohio, like just the weather on top of it. Like
they even represent the cats that don't be wearing no coats.
Yeah, listen, I shot a video in New York.
Yes, I was going to talk about that at the Times Square.
That's a different code.
Yeah.
That's a different code.
Colder than here?
Yes.
That wind is slicing you.
If the wind make you cry.
Yeah.
Like, you'll be crying. Like,
right on that river, too.
It's so cold. So literally, like, I would shoot a scene and then run into CVS. That's how cold it was.
Yes.
So,
And shout out to our sponsors, Toledo, because you had you have it on right now, and you had it on in the video yesterday. And did you have that on in the video in New York, too?
No.
Okay,
York,
but you be rocking it a lot. You be definitely repping for Toledo and Toledo.
Man.
Yes, shout out to our sponsors, Toledo and Hotbox. Yes, Central Vibes, Mud City ENT, J. Rush Jennings, Greater New Psalmist Church.
Yes, ma'am.
Lima Umada.
Hit it.
Yes, and if you would like to become a sponsor of the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show, make sure you send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com, and you can become a sponsor of the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. We need that AM insurance agency, or Never Stop Believing, or whatever. I mean, you got like 10 of them, so whichever one.
and we matching sponsorships up to 1,000.
Yeah, that's right.
Good time to jump on board.
No time other than now to jump on board and become a sponsor. As far as the traffic goes, traffic was looking pretty good outside. I didn't see any accidents on my way in.
What
happened on it?
Was backed up.
Oh, 75 South,
but it was
backed up
for like 10 miles.
Oh, Jesus. So watch out if you're going that route. If you have to take 75 South, make sure you definitely give yourself some extra time to get to where you're going, so you don't have to rush through there and cause any more disturbances on the road. So that's your weather and traffic for today. Yeah. So how was your guys' weekend, everybody?
Mine was good.
What'd you do, Shae?
What you do?
I went on a date.
Oh,
Jump Brown for the date.
I did. Okay. And I had fun.
You know you got to get into detail.
Yeah. You can't just drop that.
Yeah, because you was a non-believer.
Okay,
I was not a non-believer.
Let's
I
talk
only
about
have
this date.
my options that I liked.
Okay.
Right. And that's what matters.
Yeah, I didn't have options that I liked.
Okay.
That was the problem.
So, did this date, was it like your idea or was it this other party's idea? They took the initiative. Okay, we love initiative.
Made plans.
We love that.
Said be ready.
We love that.
I loved it.
Okay, did you dress up? Was it dressy or was it kind of casual,
I was like
laid back?
dressy, kind of casual. I had on a skirt with some cute little stockings, but I had on some bare
You had some gas in the tank?
Yes, he did.
You got some gas in the tank?
Where y'all go?
We went out to J. Alexander's
and
we went to...
and he took you to some fine dining.
And we caught the fight, and then we went to a bowling alley in Michigan. So.
Okay. That was a kind of nice, cute little day. Okay. All right, I like it.
You watching the show this morning?
Listen.
You watching the show this morning?
He better be watching the show.
You better be
watching the show. Is this somebody that you told me about before?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Keep it a secret too.
He wasn't taking no initiative. You gotta let them get
you gotta let them go. You gotta drop them off that don't know how to show no
I ain't
initiative.
chasing nobody. I don't mind a little jog when we gonna be sweat each other, but I ain't chasing nobody. Okay.
Right. I can dig it. So what about you, Jay? What you do this weekend?
I did absolutely nothing for the first time in a long
that's good.
time.
That's good for him. He needed some rest.
So
you be doing a lot.
Actually, what's crazy is, like I had my daughter this weekend, so I went. We didn't go. I had groceries delivered Friday.
Technology.
So I had groceries delivered Friday, so I didn't have to leave at all. I didn't leave Saturday to do Shannon's show for like 2 hours, and I came right back home.
Okay, shout out to Shannon.
Shout out to Shan.
Yeah, you didn't see it yet, but
he had his live on. Like
yeah.
The little clip.
After that, I stayed home the entire time. I made breakfast, and we ordered food for dinner.
What y'all order?
Chipotle.
Okay, Sunday, I should have known.
Sunday, I slept I woke up at like 9 o'clock, but then I went back to sleep and slept from like 9 to like 4 o'clock.
Wow. Breezy said, Jesse, rest? No way.
Yeah, I think I needed that sleep.
Yeah, you got to do that every now and again, because if you don't take care of you, I mean, you ain't going to be no good to nobody else.
Yeah.
You got to relax and
a lot longer than you
recharge.
think.
Relax and recharge.
Exactly.
That good sleep.
Yeah.
What you do this weekend, Clyde?
I seen you kicking some butt on the game.
Oh yeah, my video show premiered. That was nice. Your video was on there.
Hey.
Okay.
What number?
It wasn't the countdown.
Okay.
It was like third or fourth though.
Got you.
It was in the top 5.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I could expect nothing
What
less.
level did you get up to?
They was cheating. I kept getting out. You saw it. I kept getting out. I'm gonna get them.
What game did you play?
You saw you was there.
But the viewers wasn't.
They weren't there.
The viewers wasn't.
Oh, I was playing Gallagher, Pac-Man. Some game called Mega Crap.
Like you was there, bro.
Well, do y'all know what I did?
What you do?
Wait a minute, Leah. Dre,
was I finished?
Wait, my bad.
Okay, I'm sorry, Dre.
apologize.
Leah, I'm sorry.
No,
Let
Clyde
Clyde
finish.
finish.
No, I just was gonna say I watched the fight too.
Oh, how was that?
Yes.
Ebony had Toledo on his ass.
He did.
Yes.
And it didn't hit the canvas, so thank God.
Yeah, good.
And he was also rocking Toledo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Where you watching that? Where you watching Where you watch the fight at?
I don't know.
At the house.
You had some wings and pizza?
I had some pizza and some pepper.
Speaking of wings and pizza,
What?
let me put myself on the camera here.
Uh-oh.
Whoever was here this weekend and left
Yeah.
pizza boxes in the front lobby, don't do that.
Just
You
disrespect.
trifling, you need a whooping.
Yeah.
So we dusting it for fingerprints.
We got forensic on
Don't
the
do
And we
it.
got a camera. We got a camera pointed right at the box.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
It's pointed right at the box.
Right at the box.
We know who it is.
That's crazy.
We'll talk to you when you get here.
So Dre, what you do this weekend?
You know, this weekend was all work. You know, that's why I came down here.
Your work be looking
video.
real fun. Like your work, I want your work. Like your work be looking real fun. You don't be looking like you working.
It's work. It's definitely
Yes, it
work.
definitely is.
So on the way here, I knew I had a music video. Somebody reached out and said, Andre, would you like to feature on my song? I want you on the song. I wrote another verse on the airplane. Got
Wow.
here, did a song with him. So I was in a studio making videos, doing podcasts. I had a podcast yesterday at the Agenda. My cousin Aaron, shout out to Aaron McKinley.
Shout out to Aaron. Shout out, Red.
He's doing this thing with his podcast, and he want to go different places and be different places and interview different people. So I want to support him.
That's what's up.
And now I'm here with you guys.
So
that
you
was
just
my
in
weekend.
Atlanta roller skating like 2 days ago, wasn't you? We were at Cascade where they shot ATL.
And they were playing your song.
They played my song.
Yes, I saw you and your wife and your baby. You guys were all skating. That was dope.
Yeah, and the song came on, and I got so happy I fell.
Right? Yeah, that's a good part. That's a good part. You didn't know they were gonna play it like you.
Well, I didn't know. You know, when I got there, a little voice in my head said, "You are in ATL.
Right.
You at Cascade.
Yeah. You better
tell
take
the
that
DJ,
up
Tell
there."
the DJ to play your song.
Right.
Yeah.
So I gave it to him. He kind of looked at me like, "All right, like send it to me." And it was like, you know what I'm saying?
It was like you ain't know if he was gonna play
so
it or
I didn't
not.
know if he was gonna play it or not.
So when it came on, it
So
really
when
was.
it came on,
Right.
That's right.
You
That's
know what?
really
I
dope.
also saw. I was on Instagram.
Yeah.
And saw Zaytoven live.
Yeah, you saw that?
I saw you on there.
I saw you talking to Zaytoven.
Yeah, I'm
That's
networking.
big thing
I'm
right there.
I'm getting locked in. It's all about marketing and building relationships.
Yeah, he was really here for it too. Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
could,
yeah.
like you know what I mean. Like he was really into it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I was like, okay.
Well,
look
you got a positive message.
Yeah,
It's about shooting people.
Right.
You know, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's your
Zaytoven
lifestyle.
is one of those guys who's positive because
Yeah.
he still plays the organ on Sunday mornings for his home church.
Wow, I didn't know that. Wow.
every Sunday.
You
So
learn something new every day. Right.
So yeah, he's on the positive side. You know, even though he does music for everybody, but
Yeah.
you know, he's still that. You know.
Oh wow.
You gotta have that balance.
Yeah,
You
definitely
got
have to have that balance.
Yeah, you got
Absolutely.
to. The guy actually that hit me up, he said, Dre, I want you to do this feature, this beat hard. I said, send me the beat. So he sent me the beat. So I'm like, the beat is dope, the beat fire, I want in. He said, let me send you the hook. So I'm like, all right, bet, send me the hook. Now I'm thinking, if you asking me to do a feature, you've done your research.
Right.
You know what type of artist I am.
Yeah.
You know what message I'm, that I'm representing and speaking on. So the first thing he said in the hook is, he said, I'm in your hood. I just booked a flight. I'm in your hood. What's the ticket for it? A quarter brick, a straight raw. I taxed him 50 for it. I said, okay, hold on. I don't know if I can get on this song. he said, you make a wrong move, my killers will come and get you for it. I said, oh man. I said, I don't know if I can get on this song. So a little voice said, you know what, Andre, you gotta still get on it, but you gotta do something positive. So instead, I got on the beat and I said, my youngin' hit me, said, oh gee, oh God, I'm about to slide. A goofy talking out his neck. I got too much pride. I told her, bro, I felt him though, but I can't tell no lies. If he ain't talking money, ain't no talk, we hit decline. You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so even though
ain't feeding into that.
I'm not feeding on it. I'm gonna still get on it, sound street, but I'm gonna say something positive.
Right.
Like if he not talking money, you shouldn't even been talking to him. Go get your bag. Don't worry about him.
Exactly.
And when I said it in the studio, everybody that was in the studio just stopped. It was like
how we all did.
Do that?
We were all like,
So just spreading that positive message, no matter what. That's what I'm about. That's what we're gonna do.
Yes,
absolutely.
I love that.
I love
Leah,
it.
what you do this weekend?
Yeah, Leah, what you do this weekend?
Well, I took a quiz on Saturday and I got a 100%.
Drop a bomb for Leah.
She tagged me in that post.
Yeah, she tagged me
Y'all,
too.
this is how
so
serious
proud of
it
you.
is.
Congratulations, Leah, because you're doing
Listen,
it.
it's serious because I started nursing school October 5th of 2020. Okay, I failed the first semester, well, the first term is what we call it, and I failed all 3 classes, so I'm retaking those 3 classes. So this was my first 100% since I've started, which it's now, we're in 8 weeks, so it's been about 20 weeks that I've been in school, and this is my first 100%.
Yes,
it's been a long time coming.
Congrats.
I now have 2 B's and 1 C, and I only have 3 weeks left of this term, and I'll be moving on to term 2. I'm very excited. I want to say thank you to my mom who's watching, because she be holding me down with my kids, them lovely, beautiful children of mine. She holds it down. Her and my niece Elena and my other family, the Davis family, they all hold me down. And my Nene and Aunt Pat, they all hold me down with my baby.
Sometimes we hold you down up here with your baby.
Y'all hold me down up here
Brandon
for
be like,
sure.
the game system is not hooked up right.
Can we get some more coffee in this one?
Yeah. So it definitely is a collective effort, because y'all be holding it down here. My mommy and my team hold it down at the home front, so that I can do what I gotta do.
Yes, for sure.
And I love all of y'all, and I appreciate y'all. So thank you.
Shout out to the watchers. We got everybody.
Yeah, shout out to our viewers. I see my boy Cardi. Hey, Cardi. Financially lit.
Yes.
Breezy.
Yeah.
Markel.
Got Danny Ricardi on there tonight.
Yes.
Chanel
Arlinda, my girl Arlinda. Hey, boo. Melissa.
Leo watching. What up, y'all? Good morning.
Cheryl.
Aisha.
Elijah.
Grand morning. Yes.
Yes,
Dominique.
and speaking of which, we got that event coming up this weekend. Well, they have the event coming up this weekend. The vision board part.
She will be here
extravaganza.
Wednesday.
Yeah, she's gonna be here Wednesday to talk about it. But yes, definitely, they're gonna be.
That's somebody you talking about in the comments.
Yes, they're having the vision board party this
vision board brunch
Saturday at Spotlight.
Yep.
Yes, and it's her and Arlinda and some other people who are involved making that happen. It's for all people who are starting their businesses, or not even starting. If you have a business, have a brand, and it's just a way to network.
It's a business brunch vision board.
Yes, people are going to be there creating vision boards and just having a collective.
There's gonna be food there.
They got a chef.
Yeah, it's gonna be a chef there.
Dr. Vic will be there speaking. So
Dr. Vic is gonna be speaking.
Okay,
so
y'all
definitely
might check that out.
Yes, and definitely make sure you guys tune in on Wednesday, so that because she's gonna be here to give all the real details. Yes, the nuggets. So definitely make sure you guys tune in for that. Yes. So shout out to all of our listeners and our viewers. We appreciate you guys.
Yes, we
Shouts
do.
out.
Yes. So you want to get into these trending topics?
Let's get into the
trending topics.
Topics.
It's a little chilly here. This morning.
I was trying to stall y'all a
Topics
little
in
bit.
Toledo on the Rise and Grind Morning Show.
My arm's cold. Did you cut the heat off?
He said, put your blanket
Turn the
on.
heat on. If I turn the heat on, everybody will be sweating here.
Put your blanket on.
I ain't got no blanket. Jesse told me to wear my hoodie on, fam.
I didn't say that, man.
We're going to have to go to TJ Maxx to get a new one. Yeah.
I need to get you a Toledo hoodie.
Oh, yeah, I've been meaning to get over there.
Look.
Yeah. Oh, the remix?
No, it's been the same.
Extended
That's
version?
the extended version.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. Yes.
We should have had Andre bust a little freestyle to that lady.
Shae usually do it.
I know. I didn't know you was gonna get the extended version.
I think her boo was watching, so she don't want to get on.
Oh,
You
that
ashamed
ain't
now because you done had jazz hands.
No, that ain't never the case. Hold on.
Let's see about to get them
That ain't
bars
never
ready.
the case. Look, you
We just playing.
You see me? I was ready.
We know you ready. We gonna get you in the studio. Don't worry.
I'm trying to get on with Trey.
What you wearing today, Shae?
My red for power. 419 hustle. grind, and shine.
Talk about it, be about it.
Leah, what you wearing today?
I need one of them real humble unique
Shout
shirts
out
now.
to my girl Nikki King. Yes,
The
the clutch queen.
Clutch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought she was going to read the little.
Right.
Oh, King.
Okay, I'm a black woman, beautiful, magic, intelligent, resilient, love, innovative, powerful, influential, and unapologetic.
Yes, and that is all me.
You know
Yes.
what? Before you go into trending topics too, I read an article in the Toledo Blade that said, the black woman is the backbone right now.
Yes.
Did y'all read the article?
Yeah.
I didn't read the article.
Yeah,
I didn't read it, but
They had 4 or 5 like business women,
the black
African American business women. So
we always
it's a good article. Very
That's
good
really
article.
dope. I love that.
Our friend of
Is
the
Ambria
show,
in there?
Zara Collins. You said who else?
Ambria, is she in there?
Ambria. I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay. She's a very her and her husband, they're a powerhouse couple in the city and community. They do a lot, and she's very connected and affiliated.
Shout out to the queen.
She's actually going to be speaking. She's going to be speaking this weekend too at that event, at the Vision Board event. Yes. Shout out to the queen.
Yes. Well, speaking about lyrics, because we got you right here, the lyric genius. You see what's going on with the baby?
No, what's going on with it?
So the baby came out with a new song, I guess, and the freestyle he used JoJo CY in it. Calling her the B word.
Really?
Yeah, so everybody was
That's
going
the
crazy.
little girl, the little...
Well, she ain't little no more, but,
but
it is the girl that...
all the little kids like?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So,
wow.
So the line was... Wait.
Okay, Kanye.
Listen.
And said he didn't like he don't know her or not. He just put her in the rap. Right?
Wow.
Yeah. So I guess I'm thinking, but remember we had reported on the who was that Meek that did the Kobe
about
type
Kobe.
of lyrics. So I'm guessing it's like a lyric thing for people to just try and put some stuff together, but certain stuff just be like, why would you put that together?
Right.
So
it's off the top of the dome. A lot of rappers just spit that.
What did he say?
So he said, using my words like I'm T.I. turn up. Don't want to get me started. Turn me up. Seeing why you in words, you a B like JoJo CY.
I don't get the
I don't get the punchline.
So
either.
the punchline, I'm
But I'm
assuming
thinking
is
since
like
her name was CY.
She's a little girl. You're a little BITCH is basically what he's trying to get across. Like, you know, and yeah, that's bad taste.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm assuming that's the point he was trying to get across.
But then it was trending on Twitter, so people was like putting her last name in it. Like, I don't see why people get mad. And then he retweeted it too. Like,
what's your take on it?
I don't see why either.
It was because his name's Jonathan, so JoJo CY.
Whose name?
The baby.
Can you come on the mic, please?
Yeah. I don't understand.
Here's Talaia, our pop culture.
Right.
She knows all the
Pop culture rap. Because he put the picture up of her. He did put the picture up of her. It wasn't like he just said his name and didn't do that. He showed it on the phone.
So what was the metaphor?
It was like a play on words. So his name's Jonathan, so he broke it down to JoJo CY. JoJo CY, you a bitch.
Oh, so he just used her name.
Yeah, he even put out a statement and said
showed her picture.
So was he calling himself a bitch?
So it was
right. Your name is. I'm still confused. I'm really now. I'm even more confused.
I get the lyrics that you're saying, but why would he show her picture with
words?
He showed her picture with it.
But he wasn't talking about her.
Yeah.
He just used her name as a play on words.
Right,
but then show her picture too in the video.
He's saying JoJo, you're a BITCH.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
No, he wasn't
in the
calling her
video.
that. He made a post.
So basically, you're saying since his name is Jonathan, he's calling himself JoJo.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
That was his play on words.
That's
he
weird.
literally
That's
said
why I said I get the play on
Yeah.
words, but when he was rapping it, he showed her picture on the phone.
He spoke that really out of context.
Like, who else do you guys know named Jonathan that call himself JoJo?
Maybe
Do
his
you guys know
family calls
anybody?
him JoJo.
Really?
I don't know.
But then he said,
But yeah, he put out
JoJo
a statement.
Siwa like a beat. So like
and
if
show her picture in the
Let me
video.
hear it. Can we play it? Can we hear it? Like actually hear him say it?
Where you got anybody got the clip?
Let me see.
Yeah, let's play the clip
Let's hear what he says.
so I can see if I catch it.
All right, let me go to it for you.
yeah, I don't know.
Because I get that part, but you don't show her picture if you trying to just do a play on words.
I still don't even get the
Damo
play on
says
words.
still
Shit,
though.
you know how many viewers watch her? So like, of course you if you playing on words, you gotta show that person because you see
Right, so
when
they
it
can-
started.
so they can get the
Everybody,
I would think she would be honored.
Like she
Let's hear it.
Can you hear it?
Using big words like I'm T.I. Turn up. Don't wanna get me started. Turn me up. See what? JoJo, see what? Let the wrong nigga get rich.
Hold on, you gotta play it without the
Yeah,
You gotta play the
I don't get it.
Listen, I don't know where to get it from. Then they cut it off.
They cut it off.
Okay.
Yeah, they
Who
cut
was
the
that?
words like that. That was the Shae Room.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know. I still don't get it. Though,
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Like, I mean,
It sound hot. But
right.
This song got to fly.
Yeah.
But that,
some people make cuss words sound good.
He make good music anyway.
Yeah,
so.
he does. And
So that's why I was saying he was holding the phone and then showed her picture. So it wasn't, if you calling yourself JoJo, why would you use that?
And then if you're calling yourself JoJo, saying that you're JoJo like a biatch, then you're saying yourself is the biatch. I'm confused.
I mean,
Okay.
Too
She
Short
got it.
made-
She got it.
go.
Let's see.
Know that the niggas a problem. Got a big 4-5 on decop. Go. Using big words like I'm T.I. Turn up. Don't wanna get me started, nigga. Turn me up, niggas gon' see why. Nigga, you a bitch. JoJo, see why. Bitch. Let the wrong nigga get rich. Both we laugh at.
See, nigga, you a bitch. JoJo, see why.
Yeah, I don't. He didn't call her a bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we know
he just
that,
used her
but-
name as a reference
Yeah.
for the song.
Yeah.
Not as like calling her anything.
Yeah, and then he even
Like
put
she a
out a
female.
statement that like my 3-year-old
Right.
daughter loves
Yeah, I
the hell
seen
out
that
of you.
one.
She got
Yeah.
everything
So
yours.
people
It was-
would take something somebody says and take it out of context
Yeah.
and make it something that it's not.
Yeah. Which leads me to the next story because, like you said, we were talking about the Meek Mill.
Yeah.
Did you hear about that
Look
one?
how that go. That just flowed.
Did you hear about
I've
that
been
one?
hearing about so much, but
Okay,
what exactly?
So Meek Mill did a song with the baby, and in the song he says,
No, it was with Lil Baby.
or Lil Baby. Okay, thank
All
you.
these
Damn babies.
I know, I can't keep up.
All these damn babies.
Hey,
He
they couldn't win the fight, so.
he said, quote, and if I ever lack, I'm going out with my chopper, it'll be another Kobe. So everybody kind of went nuts about that. Like, people aren't feeling it. They
Yeah,
felt
I'm
like,
not feeling it
yeah,
either.
I'm not feeling it.
Yeah.
They felt like that was disrespectful. I agree. I feel
Yeah.
like that's very disrespectful. It's
Yeah.
way too soon. You weren't that close with them to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not, I just
It's
felt
not
like
worth
it was
it.
in poor taste.
Yeah, it's
So
not worth
he came out and basically responded, and he's not apologetic at all. He's basically like, I said it, and I didn't mean anything. I didn't mean it disrespectfully. I meant
But
it
it
more
is
like
disrespectful.
but it
Right.
is
Yeah.
disrespectful.
He didn't even apologize?
No,
No, he
So
said he wasn't apologizing
now-
because it was meant like a tribute.
Yeah, he said he meant it like a tribute, and basically he was saying he meant it like a tribute. I didn't mean it to be disrespectful. So he's kind of like, F y'all. I don't care
You know
what
what?
y'all
Let me
have to
tell you
say.
something about growth. You have growth when, okay, it's a lot of times that people say things that you don't mean anything.
Yeah.
But is it really about what you meant or how the person took it?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Is it about how it was perceived
Yeah, how a person
and how you
feel.
might have made his
Yeah.
family feel? So now just apologize. Say,
Yeah.
I apologize. It wasn't, that's not what I meant by that.
That's something like
That-
the JoJo
Meek,
C-Wag.
now here's
Right.
the thing: Meek Mill is like literally my favorite rapper, and I want you guys to understand that. Like, this guy's my favorite rapper, and if I was in the studio with them, I would have said, "No, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would switch that bar."
Right.
Pooh Shiesty said, he said something similar. He said, if I'm in LA and you run up, there'll be another Kobe. And he said something just like that.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I don't agree with that. You shouldn't say things like that.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that.
Yeah, you can
that's
come up
crazy.
with a lot of other things
There's
to
so many
say.
other things you can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's but he did post a picture of a hat in
Kobe and
salute
Gigi.
of them, and
Yeah,
it says
I saw it.
R.I.P. Kobe and Gigi.
Yeah.
And he's honoring them. So, that's his way of kind of basically saying like, that's not what I meant,
Right.
but he's
I mean, after you explained, I kind of understand what he meant. Cause
Yeah.
he said if he go out with his chopper shoot, it's gonna be big like Kobe's death. But everybody don't understand. Wordplay is real tricky in the rap game because people can take your delivery the wrong way.
Well,
like we didn't know it until he explained it. So.
Well, here's the thing: you can't say it like it's a tribute because if you kill nobody, it ain't gonna be big like Kobe's death. Nobody
That
even
makes
gonna
sense,
know.
too. Right.
So I take it as if, like he said, I'm gonna go out with my chopper and you gonna die because it was a helicopter death.
Right.
So that's the only way I can take it.
Right.
Helicopter
Right.
death.
Right.
I can't take it as a tribute.
I don't
You know
see
what
how
I mean?
that could be a tribute at
Yeah,
all.
I can't take it
Like,
as that at all.
Well,
at
maybe
all.
he said his death would be big like Kobe's.
Whose
If he-
death? His own death?
Yeah, because he said he going out with his chopper.
Nah, he ain't saying his own death.
He talking about
He's talking about
somebody
he
else.
gonna have a
Oh,
chopper.
Well, you know what? You know what?
Just in general.
If he is saying
But that's not
that,
what you
then
just said, like,
if he is saying that, like,
said.
I'm gonna go out like on some Queen Latifah, set it off.
Yeah.
Is that,
Okay.
okay. If he
Yeah,
said it
that's
like,
what I kinda
okay,
get from it, so-
if he said it like
think
that,
that's a
I
better
get why he
reference?
said it.
It's
If
a perception.
if he said it like that, it's
Yeah.
not disrespectful.
Right,
Okay.
okay.
It's
Okay,
wordplay.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
Yeah.
A lot of people don't listen to lyrics. They just listen to the beat and be bouncing.
Yeah,
but
that's a hard
even
one.
your lyrics, a
Yeah.
motherfucker be bouncing. Hold on, this nigga talking about stocks and bonds and shit. I'm about to show you.
Yeah.
But
Let me
for real,
call my accountant.
A lot of people just listen to the beat and don't listen to the words.
Yeah.
you know.
No. If he said it like that, like I'm gonna go out with my chopper, like on some Queen Latifah, set it off. You
Yeah.
got me messed up. Okay, I definitely get how he said
And
it.
I wouldn't be apologetic. Like I don't think rappers, should be apologetic for certain verses that they say, even if they feel like they dissing somebody else. I don't feel they should apologize for saying that, even if that person feels dissed, because that's the rap game. That's what rap was based off of.
Yeah, if he basically saying, because Meek Mill is like big, like Kobe. Yeah, I mean, but he's big. Like Kobe was somebody special. Meek Mill somebody special.
Well,
so
he's a huge fan of Kobe because Kobe's from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons why he used that reference.
But now that you say it like that, I get it. No, I don't think that's disrespectful at all.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think he should apologize for that. I thought he was saying it like, I'm gonna kill you, and it's gonna be another death like Kobe.
Why I got it
that's
at
what I
first.
thought he was saying. But if he's saying it like that, no, that's good.
No, he said if I go out, it'll be with my chopper. It'll be another Kobe.
Okay. No.
Because he said I'm gonna go out, but I'm shooting, but I'm gonna go out. But it's still gonna be big.
Now, it can be insensitive to the
I was
family.
just gonna say, it can be a cool bar, but it's still too
not
soon.
To the family.
Not a good look. I still don't think it's a
too.
good look because to me again it's taken out of context because you're saying you're going to go down with your. If that's the case, why don't you say I'm going to go down
like
with my
Luther
chopper
King.
like Latifah and set it off or whatever? You know what I mean? Like I don't get how that. Kobe didn't go down with a chopper. He went down in a chopper, a helicopter. I just don't. I don't know.
That was
He's
his
using
play
it
on words.
as pop reference. Like that's popular right now.
Yeah, I just feel like it wasn't a good look,
Me
and
too.
I don't think he should have done that, and that's just my opinion. But you know,
And he still got an older daughter that hear that type of stuff, so you gotta think of the kids that do be saying
I knew
stuff.
Leah wasn't feeling it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good.
How you just gonna change your mind, Dre? You was just on the side.
Yeah, everything.
I'm still with you, girl.
But I feel your side.
I feel your side too.
Right, but I just feel like it's still too soon to
Yeah,
like she said.
I feel what y'all are saying for sure, but I just think it's a little too soon, and I think that this wasn't a good play on words.
Yeah, I would have just said I'm going out like Cleo. You should have just left that Cleo.
Right, like
she went out gangster, but she really still here. So
and she really went out with her chopper.
Yeah,
Like,
so we should have used that one.
They probably would have thought he was talking about the psychic Cleo.
I'm gonna write.
He could have said, "I'm gonna set it off like Cleo and go out with my chopper."
Yeah,
feel me? Something. I mean, use your words. Use your play on words.
Y'all should have went to the studio with him.
I know. I should have written him a letter. Dear Mr. Meek
And you know
Mill.
what? And at the end of the day, there's nothing wrong with saying, you know what? I didn't mean how people took it. I meant it as a tribute.
Yeah.
But apologies to his family.
Right.
Yeah.
You got my, whatever you need. Whatever you need,
But
I'm
then
there
again,
for y'all.
we don't know what he did behind doors. Like he could have messaged them very well and told them like I'm sorry or anything like that. We only see what they post.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very true. Well, in other news, Gorilla Glue girl,
Gorilla Glue
girl, she donates $20,000 of her GoFundMe to the same the guy, the surgeon who did her surgery or whatever. So they did the surgery for free for her. Well, she turned around and still donated $20K to them and to their organization. So
what was the total? What was the total?
She got over 21,000 and she kept 1,000 and gave them 20.
Yeah,
that's because she got more money somewhere else.
I mean, look at all that.
She ain't gonna keep just 1,000.
That was gonna crucify her because that's what the GoFundMe was for. So you know anything else, you know what I'm saying? We need all that.
They like, we got you on the back end. Just tell them you gave it back.
Well, and she said Gorilla Glue stock soaring. I promise you I read that. She said
probably
Gorilla,
is.
Oh, I believe it.
Sales that went through the roof since this incident.
Did anybody buy their stock?
No.
Dr. Vic, you get a cut.
Well, Dr. Michael Obing, he's the LA-based plastic surgeon who founded that organization, and they basically did the surgery for free. And so she donated to his foundation, and because he provides that sort of surgery for people like her all over the world who like get in situations and they need some sort of plastic surgery and they can't afford it. So he does these types of things all over the world. So she's donating to his foundation.
That's what's up.
I mean, I think that's dope.
Yeah,
like, I mean, whether she got money from somewhere, I mean, that's still $20K she didn't have to give away.
She can get it back in taxes if she donated it, right?
Yeah.
So
There you go.
Smart.
There you go.
Smartly.
Working together. That's what we gotta do it to us.
Gotta make that money work for you, right, Dre?
For sure.
Okay, so 6ix9ine, he's always in the headlines, you know, ever since
Rainbow Head,
ever since all of his issues. And so, you know, even though he's still kind of doing his thing, like, I mean, we still see him all around, still making songs.
I've never heard one of his songs. Like, I don't.
That's because like, if you ever heard a person that's just screaming over the beat the whole time, just yelling.
Look at him and want some Skittles.
That's what he sounds like, Leah?
Yeah. I think I only heard him on the Nicki Minaj song, and they was matching rainbows.
Every time I look at him, I want like some Skittles or some Starbursts or
That's
something.
what I said, looking like the Trolls, World Star.
Speaking of Meek Mill and 6ix9ine,
What you
6ix9ine
got?
just did a video and put Meek Mill in his video.
Sure did.
You saw that?
Yeah.
He got
After all the beef and everything?
Yeah, he seen him in like a parking lot, ran up on him, they was arguing and getting into it. He put that scene in his video.
He put that video.
Yes, that clip.
What was the bar? What was the bar on it?
It was, I can't remember the bar. It was just like
I think it went quiet.
Yeah, like the beat stopped and then he played it and it was like he froze Meek Mill's face and it said, "This is the moment when you know you effed up, like you screwed up." You know
he's
what I
talking
mean?
Big Boy.
Yeah.
Wow. He's talking
Listen,
Big
his
Boy.
video got like 18 million views.
I was about to say, his video always
23 hours.
They say his videos always get a crazy number of views. That's crazy.
Where's it at now?
It's at like 20 million now.
20
if not
million.
more.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now, do you think it's just because of him, or do you think it's because he put Meek Mill in it?
I think he's the troll king, and anything he do, people gonna watch it.
that's why all his videos go
They gonna watch it.
Well, somebody who ain't trying to rock with him is Post Malone.
Right.
And so 6ix9ine basically was hoping to land, do a project with him, a collab, and Post Malone has denied. He says he does not want to work with him, doesn't want to be affiliated.
Yeah,
So
you can't work with him.
yeah, so
He always running. I be waiting for him to fall or so. He run on every when they show the little clips. He always running.
Yeah, he running. He throwing water in the crowd. He do all
I
that.
want to see him fall. Like,
Yep. Yeah, 6ix9ine. I mean, if he walked past me right now, I wouldn't say nothing to him. Wouldn't have nothing bad about. I wouldn't. He has nothing to do with me.
Right.
But if he was like, "Look, I want to do a song with you," I'd be like, "Man, you'll ruin my career before it even starts."
Right.
You know what I mean? Yep.
Heck no.
It's definitely all about your circle.
Yep.
yeah, for sure. Well, in other entertainment news, this is just fun to talk about. Okay, well, Dr. Dre, he's been going through a divorce with his wife, and apparently, rumors have it that he's been seeing someone new.
Yeah.
So we all know that, and I mean, I don't know. It was,
of course.
Right. And I'm like, what?
it was all in the headlines about old girl April Jones,
Fizzle Pop.
or Omarion's the mother of Omarion's children.
Yes.
She got to dating his old bandmate, Fizzle Pop, as she would call him.
Yes.
There was a really big, storyline on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and it was, everybody was like, oh, whatever. And I think we all knew that they was doing it for the hype, because the show was about to come out and they wanted to have a storyline. They want to have ratings.
Anyway,
I mean,
but to do that though, I don't think I'm not doing that.
I think they take storylines. I don't think it's necessarily scripted. It's not necessarily scripted, but they create storylines for themselves, because if they don't have a storyline,
you were on a reality show.
Yeah. If they don't have a storyline, then ain't nobody gonna talk about them.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you know what I'm saying. So anyway, they had this big storyline. They were the talk of the whole season basically, and since then she's now allegedly dating Dr. Dre. So clearly Fizzle Pop wasn't doing it for her.
Was she the one
putting
that
on
was
his lingerie?
That's what I'm about to say. Was she wearing ex-wife's clothes?
I don't know, but that happened like maybe was it last week?
Yeah.
They had one of his his ex-wife wanted to get her stuff because they were Instagram posts or something.
Please stop wearing my clothes.
Yeah.
The private
They were walking around in her clothes.
In her clothes.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yes.
April was wearing.
April had
don't
on
know
the
if it's
ex-wife's
April. I
clothes.
don't know if it's
Supposedly,
April.
Allegedly.
Jay was like, here, put this on, baby.
And he might just go back in that back closet, take your pick.
Get the meals on. You should better fit
This
this.
shit I ain't never had before.
That's my size.
This my size.
So hold on to continue on with that. They said allegedly. April Jones recently revealed in an interview that she never planned on being in reality TV or in the spotlight, and says the only reason she was even considered to be a cast member was to help stop the gay rumors that were spreading about Omarion.
Shae. Why she throw that shade at her?
April stated his management thought it would be good for him to show who he was in his life because there were gay rumors. So to show he was in a relationship with a woman and having kids and all that, they thought it would be great.
They didn't even last through the whole first
That's
season.
probably because little dude keep trying to say that they was running through B2K, so they would think he was gay. If dude still trying to prove that.
And then it says she then goes on to say, on top of that, I was pregnant both times, so I was really not myself. And when I came out of that relationship, which was fully fucking controlled, and it was a lot going on, I was like, oh my God, I totally lost myself in that. But on top of that, what was it? Fizzle Pop's baby mama was going on live talking about her. Yeah.
Yes.
It was like, they've been dating for a while, which surprises me because she came out as polyamorous or whatever and all that stuff. And I'm like...
So they started together as a group? And then the ex-wife wanted out?
I don't know.
After the brain?
As far as I knew, I don't know. I don't even fucking know.
I know she was wearing Dr. Dre's ex-wife clothes.
Is the divorce final?
Nope.
Not yet.
No, they still got to work out the logistics of all the money and all that
Dre,
stuff.
I need something to wear. Don't go in that closet, baby. I got something for you. Look real good on that ass.
That's crazy. I'm not wearing no hand-me-downs. You better go take me and go buy me something new. Like, what the heck?
What if she never wore it, though?
Right,
Like, what if it was bought still in the
stuff,
package?
yeah.
Like, she never wore it.
You know she got shit that was still with the tag, though.
Yeah, that's new. You can fit that. Go ahead and put it on.
That's crazy.
I want to know what you wear.
No, you still buy me something else. Hell no. You bought it for her intentionally.
No, go ahead and put that on.
So last night, that date you was on, if you went back to the crib and he like, look, I bought these shoes. But we broke up the same day.
No.
She never wore them. On the flip side, I'm putting the shoes on.
Look, I'm done.
Drake said in one of his lines, if you do that shit once, you can do it again. You bought it once, buy that shit again.
Listen here, baby. I bought this for whoever is over here.
We feel special at all. He's talking about whoever is over here.
Like, damn, how many other motherfuckers you got over here?
No.
Oh, but I don't know if y'all covered it yet. Kodak Black getting engaged.
I seen
to who? Oh my
Yeah, I
God.
seen
Some
it. They got
girl.
matching face tats.
Yeah. She
Matching
has
face
his
tats.
name tatted right here. She has Bill right here, and he got her name on the back of her.
Kodak Black is getting
He had
engaged
a
to
whole
Polaroid
little,
White.
one of those little planes that be having the little tags with the sayings and shit. He had one of those.
He's in love.
Yeah. But supposedly she had a boyfriend, and she ditched the boyfriend for Kodak.
He was Fuji Phil.
Of course she did. He had outfits waiting for her, so she said, "I'm getting them."
Of course she did.
She and then what was it? Oh, his longtime girlfriend was talking about she doesn't care if he's engaged. She's still staying.
Wait, what? She's still staying?
What? Yeah, his longtime girlfriend.
She said she's still staying?
Yeah, she
And
don't
she
care
over
if
there
he's
talking about,
engaged or
I'm the
anything.
main.
Yeah.
I'm the main chick.
She know her place.
What?
That's wild.
But that ring was pretty nice.
How is
So
that?
the
And
one
they
who
just had
said
date
she's
like last
the
night.
one who said she's staying, she ain't got no ring.
Nope, that was his longtime girlfriend.
Dang.
So they broke up, right? According to him.
No, it's a situation.
It's an entanglement. It's an entanglement.
See, that's how it happened. It'd be the one who stayed with you when you didn't have nothing.
Man,
then
they
you
play.
come up, they get the left in the
Nah,
left
we
in
don't
the
know. We don't know
dust.
what happened.
Right.
You're right. We don't.
She said she's staying.
You are right.
She said she's staying though.
She's staying because when our girl leaves, she gonna be like, I told you. That's why I stayed. I knew it was gonna happen.
She on her Jennifer Hudson. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I take the room in the back. Fuck it. Let's go.
Well, y'all know our boy Plies. He stays having opinions about a lot of things. He's very comical, very funny, and
Lies.
you know, he always has something to say on social media. And he's talking to the women who get plastic surgery. He says that the only men who you guys attract with these plastic surgery bodies are ugly men who have money. So basically he says that men who are, you know what I'm saying, confident in themselves, who, you know, basically got it together, like they're not really as interested in your physical appearance as you may think. It's the dudes who are the ones that are insecure and who have like all types of crazy stuff going on within themselves that make you believe that you're not enough and you need to go get all these surgeries and all this other stuff. And he's basically saying that, you know, women are going out doing all this stuff and you just gonna get approached by the wrong people. Like you're just gonna get the wrong attention.
How you feel about it?
I mean, you know, I don't know.
I feel like that's why you would do it for your own. If that's what you want to do it for, you do it for yourself.
Yeah, I will say that.
Else.
I will say that. I think that, you know, a lot of women are doing it for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? There are some women who probably are doing it for themselves, who do feel better about themselves once they get it done. But you know, like I had an interesting conversation with one of my Facebook friends on Facebook, Kevin Jones, because he had posted, you know, how many people would admit to having low self-esteem, and I said I definitely struggle with low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? Because as a woman, you know, we constantly look in the mirror. Me personally, constantly look in the mirror and feel like I'm inadequate. You know, I'm not enough. And he was like, well, what is enough to you? Like, what do you consider to be enough? And I said, you know, I mean, I just don't know. I know when I look in the mirror, who I am and what I am is not enough for myself. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I don't feel adequate enough sometimes, you know? And so it's not always about other people. You know what I'm saying? But I will be honest. Yes, there are times where you look around and you see all these girls going to get their body done, and you like, dang, like,
Leah,
well, maybe I should go.
I think,
you know?
I think, I think he right like 50%. I don't know about the insecurity stuff and the ugly dudes. I don't know all about that.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
But what I can tell you from a male's perspective, and I'm sure we can all pitch in and give our 2 cents, but what I'll tell you is that it's all about you doing what you want to do to make you happy.
Yeah.
Now, if it's overboard, I may look at you and be like, that looks stupid.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right.
But at the end of the day, I know a lot of people that are married in relationships, happy with their spouse. It's like, what you want to get done?
Yeah.
Whatever you want to get done, let's go do it. So at the end of the day, it's about what makes you happy, but there is a such thing about going overboard.
Yes.
Like if you just too thick, like people might walk right past you. Like she just too. That's stupid crazy. You know what I mean? So it's a time and a place for everything. If we at the club, it might be attractive.
Yeah.
If we at like somewhere else at church, it may not be. You know what I mean? So,
you can dress it right. And my
thing is, I wasn't there when God made me, so I couldn't say, God, let me get them 10 inches, let me get that 6 pack. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work to earn that. If I want that, I can work out and maybe achieve them goals, but God gave me what he thought I needed, and I've been working cool with it,
Well, I'm definitely not against it for sure. And again, it would be for me. No matter what I do, no matter where I go, I'm always taking me with me. Mm-hmm. I'm the one putting these jeans on, putting on this outfit. If I don't like how I feel with it, then that's what I'm doing. I'm never doing it to attract a man. I had 3 kids shaped like a sloppy Joe. So,
I hate
that. I agree. I agree with
It's all about your happiness.
Yeah, I agree with Shae. I don't think most men don't care as far as like what you do to your body. As long as you are healthy,
right,
and you feel good about yourself, right.
Don't go overboard.
Yeah, but there are some men though who are insecure within themselves who say, "Hey, you should get this done," and the woman's like, "You know what? I don't want to get that done,
right?
But I'll pay for it," and they'll go ahead and do it just because of that relationship that they have with that guy. So it depends on the relationship. Depends on the man and the woman.
Everybody that I was with, they was all against it. Like, you don't need to go do that. You don't.
Most men are against it,
that. And I'm like, well, I'll take care of myself. So
a lot of dudes in my inbox asking about you, Shae.
Hey, well,
I told her that. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Well, that's nice, but
no, that's nice. But she had a date this weekend, so she's cool now.
When I get this onion, listen, when I get this onion, then I'll be cool.
You get the what done?
My onion.
Okay, then.
So
my onion.
I don't know what the onion means. You got to tell me that later.
Listen,
I don't know what the onion means. I'm like, the onion.
Well, I definitely don't disagree with it. I mean, I definitely am still considering my breasts, but I don't know for sure. Like, cause when I've had the money, and I mean, I have the money right now. If I wanted to go out and spend that on some breasts, I could. But when I really think about it, I'm like, do I really want to go? Is it really that important? You know what I'm saying? So it's like I be feeling like I want it, but then it's like,
a lot of women I know who had cosmetic surgery.
Yeah, it's about what you want.
A lot of women I know who had cosmetic surgeries, and it's just who I know, and it ain't all of them, but some of them not happy.
Yeah, that's what I know. A lot of women
never done it.
And then once they do it, then they don't know, they can't stop. And then they going back for more and more and more and more.
Fixing what's messed up.
Clyde said this, right? Clyde said something else. He said you can go get your teeth done, your chest done. You can go get whatever you want done. But if you don't start working on your brain and your mindset, you'll never be happy.
Yeah, you're right.
So you'll keep finding something wrong.
You'll keep finding something wrong.
That's true.
But whatever you want to get done, whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
If I look in the mirror and I'm unhappy, I go get a haircut.
Yeah. That's simple for us women.
Problem solved.
But looking good and feeling good is definitely a strategy. If you don't feel good, look how many people just let themselves go.
Yeah.
Just because they just being lazy.
But maybe they feel like they look good, and you feel like they let themselves go.
No.
They're comfortable with themselves.
Clyde is very comfortable within himself.
I be comfortable.
Well, that's good. That's for you.
He don't do push-ups every morning, and you can see it.
Once a week, maybe.
If you decide that you put this shirt on and be like, damn, they don't come in my size.
But
let me slim down some.
I'm different from him.
got a bigger
like
size,
I'm very self-conscious about myself, about my weight, because I've always been. Yes, I'm very self-conscious because I'm always athletic and in shape and played basketball, played football, and ran track and all that. So I was always in shape until the last few years when I've been like so busy at work and not not thinking about my physical appearance.
I will say that's
Did you get that COVID-15 too?
Especially being an athlete for sure.
I said, did you get the COVID-15 too? Because they said that was like a thing. Like, because of COVID, everybody gained weight. You know what I'm saying?
I actually lost weight because then I wasn't working. So I was at home working out. But then when I went back to work, that's when the problem came.
Right. And I ain't been to the gym either, and I'm missing it though. I mean, it's more than just your physical. Like you said, it's
Definitely.
your mental.
Definitely.
If you master the working out your physical, that's number one right there. That's a whole mental thing. Like
Yeah.
it really take mental.
It starts with
to
the
stay
mental.
on it, for sure. So I feel like that's a good mental exercise.
You can't make it into the gym until you accomplish that. Like, okay, get out the bed, get out the bed, put on them gym clothes.
Yes,
come on, get
That's
out
half
the
the
door.
battle. It takes
Half
5
the
seconds
battle.
for your brain to fully decide what you're about to do. So
Right.
when you be like, all right, I'm about to go to the gym, take that 5 seconds,
And get your butt
up
up.
and go.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't wait any
don't
longer.
think twice
After
about
that
it. You
5
don't think yourself
seconds.
out of it.
I got a trick.
Yeah.
Once you
I
do
got a
that, the
trick.
hard part is over.
Here's my trick. My trick is as soon as I wake up in the morning, I go right to the bathroom. Once I'm in the bathroom, I'm on my phone, I'm up now, I'm up.
Yeah.
But if I tell myself, I say, you know what, I'm in shape already, I don't need to go to the gym. What happens is I don't go. Now, a
That's
month
why
go
when
by.
you say that, you
Yep.
take them 5
I go
seconds
to the
and
bathroom.
then go up.
Yeah, that's
All
my
right,
trick. I
I'm
go
up.
to the bathroom. As soon as I go to the bathroom, I'm up. I'm up for the day now. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yep.
So anybody right now struggling to get up and go to the gym in the
Just
morning,
go.
because I'm up like 5:30 going. Get up, go to the bathroom. All right, see if it helps.
I'm telling you, you're gonna feel so good.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
These are some good topics.
Conversation.
Yes. Shout out to our sponsors. Yes, we hope you guys enjoyed those trending topics.
Yes.
Shout out to our sponsors. Hot Box.
I mean, you my dad. Yep. Toledo.
Yep.
J. Rush Jennings.
Yep.
Mud City ENT.
Yes,
sir.
And who'd I miss?
Greater New Psalmist
Okay.
Church. Amen.
Yes, amen. I'm
And
sorry,
J. Rush
Pastor.
Jennings, did we say him?
Yeah, I said him.
Yes.
I said him.
And if you would like to become a sponsor of the All New Rising Grind Morning Show, make sure you send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com and you can become a sponsor of the All New Morning Show. So we're going to take a quick break. Make sure you guys keep it locked. We got more coming up.
Yep.
Ohio wanna rise. You don't want no problem with us guys. Ohio wanna rise. Yeah, look. Name a better duo. Ain't no niggas you know. I came from the heavens. Hawk the car on Pluto. The Audemars Hublot. Pockets fat as sumo. Women on me, you know. They wanna do the you know. I'm not the number 2. I'm the numero uno. When me and Fi together, the conflict is crucial. The diamonds is future. My cousin is shooter. Other one a scammer. Another one a booster. I like them dark, full of melanin. I'm a fix, she my medicine. Her ass shake like it's gelatin. The plug card, he bout the melanin. Your man called, he bout to tell again. They got him preaching like the Reverend now. This local shit is irrelevant.
What's going on, everybody? This is Lance Self, is who I am.
And I am Arlinda Self.
And we are the Selfs, and here to present our show called Self-Explanatory.
Yes, it's our podcast
That name-
presented by 419 Grind.
That name just has a ring to it. Self-Explanatory. I feel like we're about to just be explaining a bunch of shit. This is true. I feel that's what it's about to be.
Well, I think we're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about marriage, of course.
Okay.
We've been married, 2 years now, right?
2 years, but been together for 8.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh, my goodness. It's a long time.
Y'all gonna ask what took so long?
What did take? You know what? We'll get there.
Self-Explanatory.
We're going to talk about blended families.
Yeah.
Praying for your spouse, gender roles, living with family members, cheating, raising kids, family upbringing, being there for your spouse, finances, being a wife and a husband, trying to be together and be individuals at the same time, which is one of the things.
Took a while.
It's taken a while, but
it has
it's the
taken
fun
a while.
part. We're
Yep.
learning that.
That's what marriage is.
It's a process.
It's a life journey.
I like
it's not
that.
an overnight thing. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of days where I'm trying to be individual. I get on your nerves because of my individual ways. I can tell you one thing for damn sure though. Definitely get on my nerves. It be a lot. She definitely gets on my nerves, but I love her.
I get on your nerves.
Yes, it's possible. You do a lot. What's wrong? What's the problem? What's wrong? Hey. I am Lance Self,
And I am Arlinda Self.
and this is the Self-Explanatory Podcast, presented by 419 Grind.
Listen on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and wherever podcasts are heard.
AM. You know, I get in this booth just to vent. When I be going through so much stuff, this booth just take all that pain away, take all that stress away. So when you see me making songs, just know I'm happy. I'ma wake them up, they gon' feel me. Been waiting my whole life, been grinding day and night. It's I ain't signing up, I'ma still be one of the realest, promise to never fold. I swear to I'ma wake them up, they gon' feel me. Been waiting my whole life, been grinding day and night. It's I ain't signing up, I'ma still be one of the realest, promise to never fold. I swear to I'ma wake them up, no matter what I promise I won't fold. This world so cold, they break the code, I'm from a different mode. Came from that bottom, I like seeing UFOs. I knew I had to sacrifice, cause there ain't nothing old. Granny told me trust in God to pave a different road. OG told me chase the bag of more appealing clothes. Throughout my life, amigos vanished like adios. But I swear life's just beginning, now let's have a toast. I'ma wake them up, they gon' feel me. Been waiting my whole life, been grinding day and night. It's I ain't signing up, I'ma still be one of the realest, promise to never fold. I swear to I'ma wake them up, they gon' feel me. Been waiting my whole life, been grinding day and night. It's I ain't signing up, I'ma still be one of the realest, promise to never fold. I swear to I'ma wake them up. The day I get those M's, me and mama gon' play Sims. She gon' have a mansion, same size Kanye and Kim's. I'ma hit the city, give back, put it all on film. Then hit the club with the whole team and celebrate the win. From right to left, we bosses. They bout their life, be cautious. Got drip, no leaky faucets. These haters sick, they nauseous. A different beast, you don't see this often. Went from street to professional like Rayford Austin. I'ma wake them up, they gon' feel me. Been waiting my whole life, been grinding day and night. It's I ain't signing up, I'ma still be one of the realest, promise to never fold. I swear to I'ma wake them up, they gon' feel me. Been waiting my whole life, been grinding day and night. It's I ain't signing up, I'ma still be one of the realest, promise to never fold. I swear to I'ma wake them up.
Hey, I like that. Wake them up so they can feel me.
We're going to get you to the studio, Shae.
Welcome back. You are tuned into the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show with your girl, Miss Leah Renee, Shae K, Clyde Green, Jay, and our guest co-host, Andre McCallum.
Yes.
And our girl, Talaia, over here, our pop culture queen.
Wake them up so they feel it.
She had the info this morning.
Right.
Just let me tell y'all what it is. Real. I'm gonna pull it up with the cussing.
No, because if I knew it, I didn't want, if I knew it, I wanted to make sure,
unclean version.
Yeah, we don't want any misinformation coming out.
Right.
Not from us.
Yeah.
We allegedly.
Well, Dre, you came all the way from the East Coast. You know, you live in Virginia.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know if it's like Virginia or North Carolina. I'll be like wanting to get them switched up, but VA. Okay, and you know we all know who you are, but definitely for those who are just now tuning in, just now getting hip to the Rise and Grind Morning Show, because we got listeners all over the world.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell everybody who Dre McCallum is, where you come from, and what you got going on.
And what's your zodiac sign?
Virgo.
Okay.
Virgo.
Yes.
Born and raised in Toledo, Ohio. Grew up on the south side of Toledo. Went to Libby High School, class of 07.
Hey, 07.
Graduated, and when I graduated, I didn't know what I really wanted to do in life. I had a son at 19, and I knew I had to do something. So I jumped into the insurance industry, and it completely changed my life. Started off as an agent. Everyone told me not to do it.
Hold on. Before you go so fast into it, because you talked about something very key the last time you were here, and that was how you were, before you got into insurance, you were trying to pursue your dream and your passion, which was what?
Boxing.
Yeah.
So you were also very hot in boxing. You were doing music, but boxing was really your thing, right? So talk about that moment of when you were living your passion, doing what you wanted to do, but you realized this might not be it.
Well, growing up in our neighborhood, boxing was like the way out. That's all we knew. You know what I mean? So everybody boxed. And I was at a situation where I knew I had a son. And I'm like, I have to make an income. So my goal was to go to the Olympics. So I was training every single day, waking up in the morning training, getting home from school training. I'm doing everything to put myself in a position to win the necessary tournament so I can go to the Olympics. But boxing wasn't paying me a dime. It wasn't paying me any money. So I knew I had to get some type of job. So I got into the insurance industry. Didn't know really what it was. Didn't really know a lot about life insurance and stuff like that. And my first paycheck was $2,500. I went back to my coach. I said, I'm sorry, but I'm going back to get the money.
And how old were you at that time?
I was 19.
Yeah, $2,500 check. That's
I've never had no testimonies trying to sell insurance. Everybody told me no. I've never had no testimonies. They be like, man, we got a check for $2,512. I don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Man, it ain't for everybody though. You know
Listen, I tried to get in. Drake, come on, put me on. I done took the test about 3 times, failed. I'm like, you know what, forget it, Drake. I ain't doing it.
That's great that they said that. Talk about that. What is that? You know, because it's not an easy road, right?
It's not easy, but anything you really put your mind to, no disrespect to you too. Anything that you really put your mind to and you say, I'm doing this because you got a why, you got a purpose, you know why you're doing it. See, some people, and I'm not talking about you, but some people, they get involved because they hear the $2,500.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why
talk about me, it wasn't my passion,
you know
so
what I
that's
mean?
why
The money drives me, but what you gotta do to get the money, I don't want to do that.
Worth it no more.
You
See,
talking about me.
I had a little guy, and I'm like, I'm going to work. Like, I failed the test twice, and I'm like, you know what? I got to keep taking this test. And I studied even harder, passed that third time with flying colors.
I passed the test on the first time.
I failed twice too, and I gave up.
At that time, I had to get the gab for selling. I got
it.
If I ain't trying to convince you, if you don't want it, man.
It's got to be in you.
It was good.
I'm competitive. See, I'm competitive. Like when people was telling me no in the beginning, I was just like, "What you mean no?
Right?
You don't have nothing,
right?"
So I would go home and I would just really think over that whole conversation and where I went wrong, and I was picking up the phone, calling people that was successful. Like, tell me what would you do, or tell me what goes through your mind if someone says this.
Now, were these other successful people in your game, or just people in any industry that you knew?
These are people that work for the same insurance company as me, but they lived in different states, different cities,
and they were up there.
And they were successful. You know, these are already 6-figure, 7-figure income earners, and I'm some guy from the inner city coming in picking their brain. So I wanted to know, what's your mindset? How are you thinking when someone says this?
Yeah.
And they're telling me I'm writing this stuff down. So what I did, I adopted their mindset, and guess what? I got the same results.
See, when I asked my little insurance recruiter dude about that, you know what he did?
What did he do?
Put out a pack of Newports, like, bro.
You didn't go to the Andre McCallum's insurance.
He tried to show me how to do it, trying to sell to my mom, rest in peace. And my mom was like, nah, I'm cool. I got my,
Yeah.
So we out in the car, he talks. I said, what you do when people like that tell you no, or that, they ain't with it? He pulled out a cigarette, started patting them.
He must have been with Affleck.
Yeah, true story.
But a lot of people,
yeah.
That's their struggle. I just wasn't with it.
But like you said, it's definitely got to be your purpose.
Yeah,
It's got to definitely be your drive for sure. That's what I feel about with the tea right now. Definitely.
Yeah, I tried. I didn't even make it past the test. I'm not even gonna lie. I was like,
I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
that's what you said. I'm not doing
I don't know about this.
But when it's something that you really want to do, you're gonna get it done.
That's right.
For $2,500, I would have cleaned the toilets with toothbrushes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would have on my hands.
Not toothbrushes.
I just can't get in the sales like
toothbrushes for $2,500. So it was all about my purpose, my why, and I'm the type of person. I'm at the grocery store. If you sit next to me in the aisle, or if we at the register, I'm like, how you doing? How's your day? I'm talking to people. I'm like, pay for your food. You know what? Here, just put that up here. I got that. So I was always that type of person to just talk and communicate. I get that from my pops. He the same way. And when I got into the industry, it was easy work. I walked right into people's homes. Before you know it, they're like, you remind me of my grandson. You know what I mean? So it was perfect. It turned out perfect.
I guess I was getting all the people that didn't want nobody talking to them.
You was the one that didn't remind them of their grandson.
You ain't do no push-ups.
Yeah. But that's one thing about selling too. You're going to get 1,000 no's.
Yeah,
one yes for me, even with selling the tea. Remember, I even called you and you was like, just you would be able to be open.
You don't put him on front. Like, did he get the tea?
No, I'm talking about but calling to pick his mind.
To get
I called you and you ain't even want no tea.
No, I'm talking to get advice though. You need to talk to those people that are already top earners to figure it out because you're going to get 100 no's, and that one yes is what keeps me going. I'll be a year in the field in April, so it ain't easy at all.
And on top of that, you're not going to grow with negative people around you, negative energy and all that. You need somebody who's positive, who's already got that working mindset to be there with you, and that's That
To
way
guide
you got
you.
something,
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
guide you and to lean on and look at, like, okay, I see what they're doing. Let me get on
Yes.
that too.
So like the people that's got top earners, I stalk their Instagram. Anytime they going live, millionaire school, I'm tapping in. I'm trying to figure out what they doing because they showing $20 checks just like I was getting. Like, okay, so they started from the bottom, so they know and they kept it up. They kept staying with it. So I just gotta keep staying with it.
Clubhouse is really good. There is a lot of sharks on there, so you got to watch what's going on. You get like snooped into some stuff that you shouldn't be in. They trying to get money real quick, but for the most part, you get into the right group, you can get a lot of gems. Yeah. For sure.
So you started insurance, that became successful. You seems like you're pretty successful at everything you do.
Yeah.
You do music, you do insurance, but you also decided, let me take this map of what has been given to me and turn it into a book.
Yeah.
And I actually meant to bring that book in with me this
Yeah.
morning, but I had so much stuff when I walked out the house, I forgot it. But talk about your book.
You know what? I wrote a book called Getting to the Other Side, and I was motivated to put all my thoughts on paper. All right. It motivated me. I felt like I was talking to people that really wasn't hungry for what they should have been hungry for to kind of move forward in life. So I said, you know what? Instead of just talking and venting to these people, I'm going to put it on paper. So the right people that's hungry, the right people that's looking to get ahead, that's looking for it, I have something for them. So it took me a year. I remember staying up to 3, 4 in the morning because I was in the zone. And I'm like, if I go to sleep tomorrow when I wake up, I'm not going to be able to finish how I want to finish. And it turned out really well. I had my book release here in Toledo, Ohio. It turned out great. I
Did
sold
you
a
ever
lot of
wake up and
copies too.
change anything? Like, did you
Always, you always. I'm a perfectionist, so I might write something down, and then I'll reread it and be like, oh, I'm about to say this even better. You know what I mean?
I wrote a whole chapter last night. They went through like, nah, I'm up to that.
Oh yeah, because you need. It's a book, so you telling a story and you want to tell it right. You know what I mean? I do the same thing with my music. I might write like a couple bars or a verse, and I'd be like, nope, I'm about to change that word to this. You know what I mean?
Sound.
So you got to, Yep.
So talk about a chapter in the book. What's your favorite, or what's a piece in the book that you would want to give to everybody that's listening right now?
I would say believing in yourself. That's the first chapter, and I think it's the most important. There's a lot of other chapters too, but if you don't believe in yourself, those other chapters don't mean anything. So I would say you got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that if somebody else can do it, you can do it.
Yes.
You can't doubt yourself. You can't second guess, and I think a lot of us do. And I could tell you something about all successful people. Generally, you kind of said something earlier, but generally, if you're successful in one thing, you believe you can be successful in anything, or everything. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan, and I talked about this in the book, Michael Jordan was known as the best basketball player and still is, like, in the world to ever play basketball. But he left to go play baseball. You know why? Because he believed that he could make the same impact in baseball that he did in basketball.
Yeah.
He didn't, but he believed that. You know what I mean? He believed it. And I'm literally the exact same way. Like, I started doing music 6 months ago. I got 3 projects out, 7 music videos. I'm already in talks with labels. I've been all throughout the United States doing showcases. It's my work ethic. It's my mindset. I will not fail.
And it's the consistency too, because as you speak about Michael Jordan, I feel like, and I don't know much about sports because I wasn't a big sports person back then, but I feel like it was a very short stint. So had Jordan really put that time in and stayed consistent in baseball, I think he could have probably ended up being a great, you know what I mean? Like, he could have been just as great in baseball as he was in basketball, but he didn't stay consistent with that because that wasn't his passion. Obviously, his passion was basketball. But, you know, like you said, it's the consistency. It's that work ethic. You know what I mean? We get up every single morning. We come in here. We do what we do because we want to provide that consistency. We want to continue to build content.
And we love doing it.
And we love doing what we do.
Toledo.
We love y'all. Like, if we didn't love y'all, we couldn't get up every morning and come in here. You know what I mean? So it's definitely about consistency.
So Dre, what do you say when you say believe in yourself? What do you say to the person who really only not believing in themselves because they worried about what somebody else think?
Yeah.
Well, you can't worry about what nobody else thinks. That's the first problem right there. Nobody else matters except the person that's paying your bills.
Absolutely.
Which should be you. You know what I mean? So I don't worry about what nobody think about me doing music. I don't worry about what nobody thought about me going into the insurance industry. Everybody told me not to do it. They said, sell insurance? Why would you go sell insurance? Like, you can go get you a real job. That's what they told me. They said, get you a real job. I promise you, it ain't nobody right now telling me I don't have a real job. You know what I mean?
But you still working at that job.
Exactly.
They still working at that job and they still settling.
See, my thing is people gonna have something to say whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad.
Absolutely.
You just just got to stay on that path.
Yep.
And I always say our biggest enemy is our inner me. Like it's nothing but us holding ourselves back.
It's your mindset.
All them other opinions is gonna come, but you don't have to look past
you
those.
You can almost look at somebody and tell, he don't think I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can almost tell what a person thinking about you. So you can't have that same mindset about yourself.
You got to say you know you can do it regardless.
Yeah.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. We talked about that last time, Leah, controlling your thoughts. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I had to really master controlling my thoughts.
heavy, huh?
You got to control your thoughts, because if you don't control your thoughts, you don't control your life.
Oh,
and
that's powerful right there.
So when you get those negative thoughts or those doubtful thoughts, get away from me. Let me tell you something.
Empty your head
And that's that's my number one favorite affirmation.
Really?
I am in control of my thoughts and my emotions.
So I went to an Atlanta showcase, and I'm there, and my wife Bria, she like, I'm nervous for you. I'm nervous. She's like, aren't you nervous? And I was nervous. But when I had that nervousness in my head, I told the nervous, like, go away. You can't be here right now. I got work to do. There
ain't space for you
I
right
got
here.
a performance. I need to show up. So I need you to go away. So it literally just walked away from me.
Oh, wow.
So I went on stage and I wasn't nervous at all. I controlled that. So I think we got to control our thoughts. If we can master the thoughts that we have, we'll control everything else.
That's amazing that you said that, because you said it. I was actually about to ask, like, so what do you say to someone who just doesn't know how to get out of that rut? But that was like the perfect answer. You have to control your thoughts. It really is a mind thing. Like, I was watching Sarah Jakes Roberts this morning, and it's that whole thing. Like, you have to, what she was talking about was ending an era. You know what I mean? Like, I live in this era of who I used to be, and letting people, remind me of who I used to be. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm this, I used to be this. No, like, just all that needs to die. Like, I don't even, we need to stop even speaking that. So like, when you speak on your past or whatever, like, don't even speak on it. Just let it be left there. You know what I mean? And just continue to show people who you are today, because that's what matters. It's like who you have grown into, who you're growing into, and who you're gonna become. It doesn't matter who you used to be. You know, you can wake up any single morning that you choose to and say, God, forgive me, please come into my life and help me be the best version of myself. And it's a whole new era. So you know what I mean? We got to learn how to kill that era of being who who you knew yourself to be, or who you used to be. If it's not a good thing, you have to grow out of that and evolve. And so
the question is, it's not who you are. The question is, who do you want to be? That's the question. Who do you want to be? And that's what you should strive for every single morning. That's who you will become.
Yes, that was a good one. We're having great conversation, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and all of our viewers and listeners out there, just think about that question. Who do you want to become?
Question of the day.
That's the question of the day.
Yes. Shout out to our sponsors, Lima Humidad, Hotbox, Essential Vibes, Toledo, Mud City ENT, Greater New Psalmist Church, and our boy J. Rush Jennings. And if you would like to become a sponsor of the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, make sure you send your info to Rise and Grind at the419grind.com. And what, Clyde?
Oh yeah, we match the sponsorships up to $1,000.
Oh yeah.
Jump on board.
You better jump on board. Keep it locked. Coming back.
Welcome to the 419 Grind Podcast Network. This is Dig That with Shae Dig. I'm Shae Dig, and welcome here to the podcast. I be talking, I got some thoughts I should broadcast. Strong views, you might cry, you might laugh. So sit down and relax, it's like a kickback. Only real ones welcome here, all facts. Fake ones can watch though, no cap. Just give me some of your time, I bet I won't slack. Get ready to dig in to dig that. Dig in. Dig that. Dig a hole, wall, music.
because you were familiar but not the same. Because there is love in your throat. Because every 9 months you give birth to a soldier. They will come for you just in case. So put your dreams in your front pocket. Use the ones before you as anchor wings and erase the sun. The oppressed outnumber the oppressors. Protect your magic. Freedom is on the move. They will come.
I remember nights I lost my mind, punched my wall, tossed my mouth, couldn't even pray. I ain't no God. 2 months later, lost my mom. Buried her in April, felt like the winter. Strong for the fam, cried in the limo. Knew I was depressed, Googled all the symptoms. Tried to shake it off, but it wasn't simple. Worked at the store, walked to the job, stole out the drawer. I gotta shine, register closed, give me some time. I gotta sell, pump number 5. Knew I had to leave, damn, what's next? Fuck child support, taking my checks. After that, quit, thinking about the dog. DB made the news, fuck that's my dog, man, fuck the law. I got a flex, 40 had the orders, Roach brought the press. I got this shirt's material to test, logo on it, I had $40 left. 125, two, give me 50, did it 50 times a day, asked Philly, then I hit the stage, now I kinda busy, then we cop the store, shit getting silly. You can be up, you can be down, shit full circle, look who you around, fuck all the money, who gon' lead off with his head, too much greed. Mikey in the window, watching Fredo die, when I cut you off, that's what it feel like. Holy war, choose your side, like I'm from the Shies, do or die. Should've been on, wasn't my time. Niggas still don't wanna see me shine, that's why I don't wanna speak sometimes. Had to pop a bean to ease my mind. Still gon' win, nothing's left. Know it cause I lost everything else. Fuck the world, you just feel yourself. You ain't tryna live, kill yourself in this. Holy war. Pay my mama for my funeral. That's just how you know I kept it real. Shouldn't give a fuck how niggas feel. Niggas' feelings never pay the bills. Got the fresh and started popping pills. Even popping niggas when it's beef. Mama probably still ain't went to sleep. I remember Pops died, watched Deuce cry, then I lost my mind. Looking for it in the trap, but it's dirty money, make this shit so hard to find. Crazy part, I never really had it when they thought I had it, now I really got it. Used to pray I had it in the bank, nowadays I walk around, it's in my pocket. Niggas out of pocket, but I keep a nigga on the line, send him off sides. You would think he playing both sides, if he do, fuck it, then they both die. Tryna tell these niggas I'm the greatest like I'm Jordan and my feelings by my pops. Nowadays it be your homies, man, to keep it real, I ain't worried about the ops. I got shit for 23, I call it Michael Jordan, it can make the J's drop. Niggas hate before they give you props. Can't wait to see these niggas at the top. Feds came and got my niggas, never came and got me feeling like it's God. Should've never worked, but even when I worked, I was knocking fiends at the job. Unholy war, but demons are coming. Oh, you're veteran. Go take your freedom. Wade in the water.
The Rise and Grind Morning Show is on. 419 The Grind.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back. You are tuned into the all-new Rise and Grind Morning Show with Miss Leah, Renee, Shae, Clyde, Green, Shae, and Talaia.
Yep.
And we got our guest co-host Andre McCallum in the building. And we have our guest, yes, it's our boy Rob Pasker. Pasker Real Estate.
How you feeling today?
Yes, how you feeling this morning? You came in real sharp, sugar sharp. Sugar sharp.
He a number 2 pencil sharp over there.
He didn't come to play today, okay?
Appreciate that.
And I seen you at the Love and Laughter event. You ain't come to play that night either.
Yeah.
You was
He was stunned in the VIP with them shades on.
You gotta hold it down, you know what I'm saying?
I was like, wait a minute. Is this the young man that does a real estate show on the? Because he was in there on your superstar status.
Right. On the daily, I keep it professional.
Yes.
But I like to get dressed. You know, fashion.
I like it. I like
it's
it.
expression.
He like to let his dreads down.
Oh, yeah. You like to let your hair down.
You know what I'm saying? Time and place.
He want to be Rob Cool. With them shades.
Well, if you know me, you know me.
Oh, you cool.
I'll just say that.
Well, for those of them who don't know you, tell the listeners and viewers who you are, where you come from, what high school you went to, and what
what's
else.
your zodiac sign?
All of that in this song, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, my name is Rob Pasker, broker, owner, Pasker Real Estate, president of the Greater Toledo Realtors Association.
Mr. President.
Indeed, yes. Very passionate about building black wealth through home ownership, building black wealth through real estate, the career opportunities involved in that as well.
And what's your sign?
I'm a Pisces. It's Pisces season.
Oh, leave me hanging. So it's your season?
Yeah.
So when's your birthday?
My birthday's in a week, y'all.
Is it?
I'm gonna be.
Talaia, nobody told. Well, I'm glad we know that now.
Everybody know now. March 2nd.
Okay. When's yours?
2/25 Thursday.
Okay.
Meet me at the Spotlight. Hold on. Karaoke night at the Spotlight is going down.
Okay.
Thursday
Thursday
at the
karaoke.
Spotlight.
Okay. Happy birthday.
All right.
Okay. But yeah. I'm ultimately in the Pisces fashion. I am a dreamer, but more so than anything, I'm a manifester, and I've built. And it's more so about building opportunities, not just for myself, but for my family and my community.
Yes.
But I am from Toledo. Lived in Columbus.
Made.
Indeed. Homegrown. Hey, look, and I put Toledo on the map wherever I go.
Yes.
But yeah,
So you said you live in Columbus now?
I lived in Columbus.
Okay, how long did you live in Columbus?
From 2008 to 2014.
Okay.
And I came back with the intention of, establishing myself, establishing my business, and establishing my family here in my hometown.
What led you to Columbus? So you graduated what year?
I graduated from Central 2005.
Hey, I went to Central.
Good education.
CCHS.
And did you try out college?
I went to, I had a full ride to UT.
Wow.
University of Toledo. Toledo Excel.
That full ride.
Full
I'm
ride.
still paying them student debts from UT.
Well, don't get it twisted. I'm still paying too.
I got some of that extra money.
Right.
I didn't finish at UT. I started at UT, went there for a couple of years, and throughout college, I had a entertainment production company.
Okay.
And one of my homeboys, Eddie Drake, Why Not Foundation, he needed help raising money for his nonprofit down in Columbus. So I would go back and forth and help him raise money, having events. And eventually I just stayed and finished school and built a couple businesses and brought them back to the city.
Okay, awesome. That's amazing. So you finished school in Columbus?
Absolutely, yeah. Got my bachelor's of business administration from Franklin University.
Awesome.
The only reason that I finished is because of my mom, though.
Hey, that's the only reason I
didn't finish, though.
My mom and my daughter, those was the reasons I finished, because Lord.
I couldn't stand school, but I learned how to play the game.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So you came out in which year of college?
I got my bachelor's in 2011, fall of 2011.
Me too. Hey, class of 2011.
Yes, indeed. It was overdue. I started school with the intention of building black people. I had a double major in Africana Studies and Psychology at UT.
Oh, you was smart.
Passionate. You say passionate. I was passionate, still passionate. But, that turned into education, sales, back to education. But doing an internship at a K through 12 school in Columbus Afrocentric, for me, it's about culture at the end of the day. Our culture is it's all mental. The universe is mental. So the culture is what pushes people to grow. The reflections that we receive, like Dre was talking about, it's about the reflections that come from the art and the expression. The culture that we're receiving is coming from the top down instead of from the bottom up. That's how it started. Hip hop culture specifically. It started from the four ancient African principles. The DJ, the MC, the graffiti, and the dancer is the same four African principles. You got the hieroglyphics, you had the drummer, you had the griot, and you had the dancer back then. But I feel like our culture has been hijacked. And it has, and it's been it's reflected in our youth and the status of our communities. So, but I realized having that impact on the social and the culture, it can't be had through schools.
Yeah.
You got to get them through the business, through the culture.
Yeah.
So, ultimately that's what led me to finish my degree in business. And I built a business in Heartland Hip Hop. My partner Brandon Dix is down in Atlanta.
Okay, shout him out.
He's down in Atlanta, Heartland Hip Hop.
Okay, shout out to Heartland Hip Hop.
Heartland Hip Hop.
Yeah, shout out.
But he's still doing it, keeping the brand building. Networking, creating a platform for artists down there, and I had my green tea company as well, Go Matcha Go, where I was importing green tea.
I remember that too.
Yeah, I was bringing in green tea powder 20 kilos at a time and, breaking it down into 30 and 80 gram bags and booming
booming them keys legally. Okay. Legally. Okay. Hey, you gotta teach these boys something. You can push keys legally.
Of the tea. Green tea powder. I had some this morning actually, but selling it online, selling it at coffee shops, selling it at festivals, independent distributors. I had about 6 different sales channels, but I was doing the marketing, the logistics, the distribution. I was the sales. I just got tired of it. So, what can I do to automate my supply chain so that I can just focus on marketing and building relationships?
Right.
Real estate. I looked at different things. I could flip cars. I could flip police room auctions. But ultimately, I found real estate as one of the best ways to build capital because nobody was going to give me no money for no tea at that point. But one of my homeboys at the time, his name is Jules. His grandmother is Mary Lane. Mary Lane is a black woman in Columbus. Got a real estate license in 1963. Before the Fair Housing Act. And still doing it to this day. But I took my plan to him. Like, this is what I want to do to raise some capital. Wholesale houses. It's people that wholesale houses. Basically, you look for people who need to get rid of their properties and try to talk them down as low as you can, and then lock that price in and go turn around and sell it to somebody else for a higher price.
Right.
Wholesale. So people say, yeah, I flip houses with no money down. That's typically how they do it.
Right. Which
ultimately it is what it is. But, Jules came to me like, hey, I know what you're looking to do. You're better off getting your license because technically you're scraping the bottom of the barrel by wholesaling. But if you were to get your real estate license, anybody becomes a potential client.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, everybody needs real estate.
Right.
No matter what business you in, real estate is at the foundation of it. Everybody need a place to sleep. Everybody need a place to be educated, be sick. And so, with a real estate license, it's more so about the opportunities created. So I learned from that family down in Columbus. The Ohio Real Estate Agents Network was their business at the time. And they gave me the game, 3 generations deep. And the goal was to bring their office back to Toledo and open up an office here. And something else about Mary Lane that she really put me onto, because she changed my life, but she's a realtist. So you have realtors, everybody know realtors, members of the National Association of Realtors. But, up until 1968, 1972, in some parts of the country, as a black man, I could not be a realtor. Yeah, they had us locked down. In fact, the National Association of Realtors actually opposed the Fair Housing Act in 1968. So, the organization has not always been in our favor, and they've made strides in their leadership. And I sit on the Diversity, Inclusion, and Equity Committee here at the local board. But we always had our own organization, the National Association of Real Estate Brokers, and our trade name is the Realtists. And it was started in 1947 by 11 brothers, 10 brothers and 1 sister. From Detroit, California, down south, who came together to create democracy in housing. And, this organization has wrote legislation for the Fair Housing Act in 1968. And to this day, our mission is to create black wealth through real estate. And we have a national initiative to create 2 million black homeowners in the next 5 years. And so,
how many black homeowners are there now?
Listen.
I tell you what, the number, I can't tell you the number, but I can tell you in Northwest Ohio, per the last U.S. Census, 72% of white households own the properties that they lived in. So 72% of white households were owner occupants. Only 36% of black households own the properties that they lived in. 41% of Latino households. So the thing about that home ownership gap, when you look at the amount of wealth in America, you take away the top 10% of wealthy Americans, over 60% of the net worth in America comes from people's owner-occupied properties, the equities they've built up from paying their house note for months and for years. And so that home ownership gap equates to an equity gap, which ultimately is a wealth gap. And people use their equity like it happened in the 50s. They started building all these subdivisions, getting government money to build these suburbs up, but they wouldn't let black people buy them. So, you go back generations, When in the suburbs, something like in Sylvania, you could buy and build for $20,000, $30,000. You know, you look at it now, $300,000. That's $300,000 of wealth that these families have used to educate themselves, start businesses that we have missed out on.
Rob, let me ask you a question because I'm torn right now, and I think you're the perfect person to help me with this situation. So, forever, all I wanted to do was buy a home, but I never bought a home because I was always moving in different states. So when I moved to Virginia, we've been here for a year and a half. I said, you know what? I'm gonna build a home. And the minimum home that I want, I can't get nothing less than $600,000. If it costs less than $600,000, I'm not gonna like it. It's not enough square footage.
You bougie.
So I got a vision. You know what I mean? I want a rim, not outside, but inside at some point. You know what I mean?
Right.
So now I'm torn because I'm like, I don't know if I want to own now. So the reason I say that is because if I buy a home that's $600,000, how much money do I have to put down?
That's kind of tough because FHA does have 3.5% down, but FHA has a limit.
It's $300,000.
It's like $350,000.
So how much money?
$600,000, man. That's 20%.
So 10%, so $120,000.
Yeah.
So $120,000 to put down. I'm gonna have to show a certain amount of income on my taxes. How much is that?
It's all about the debt to income ratio.
Okay.
So lenders look at how much do you qualify to purchase. It's not a set amount. They look at how much money you bring in per month, and they look at how much money that you pay towards your debt obligations per month.
Okay.
And with the debt income ratio, so on a standard conventional loan, you got two different ratios. You got the front end ratio, which is 28%.
Okay.
And on the front end ratio, that says that you can have a total house note worth 28% of what your monthly income is.
Okay.
Right. But then on the back end, they have a back end ratio, which is 36%. So that back end ratio means that you can have a total amount of debt obligation up to 36%. So if you don't have any debt, 28% of your income can go towards a house note.
So let me ask you this. So is there anything like, if I'm putting 120, that means I need 480. So is there anything saying that if we're going to loan you 480, you have to make this much income, period? Is there anything like that?
It's all based off the debt to income ratio.
So that's all that matters. Okay.
They look at, it depends if you're self-employed.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
I'm
they
self-employed.
look at if you're W-2, 2 years of tax returns, 2 years of W-2s, 2 months of bank statements, and 2 months of pay stubs. If you're self-employed, it's typically tax return 1099 Schedule C.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened with me, and I want you to help me out with this. This is a serious question. This is deep. So I'm thinking, 120 just to get the house, right?
Yep.
Then I'm thinking I'm probably gonna have to spend another 50 to 100, and making sure that I can do certain things to furnish the house. So I'm looking at maybe $200,000 to get this house that I want, cash paid.
Right.
And then I go, the average person lives in a home typically between maybe 5 to 10 years.
That's
so
accurate.
I'm going, is it worth it? Is it worth me dropping $200K just to be somewhere potentially 5 years?
Well, ask yourself this. All right, 200. You put down 120K, so you already got $120,000 worth of equity.
Okay.
In the market that we're in, this market nationally, we don't have enough houses for sale, and so when you talk about economic principles, when you have low supply and you have high demand, prices rise, you have faster transactions. So what we're seeing right now, we're seeing a spike in prices right now in the market. People are coming $20,000, $30,000 over asking price to get the properties that they want because it's that competitive. We have more foot traffic. So, I say all that to say that even if you stay in the house for 5 years, you got $120,000 worth of equity. And say the market just maintains. And people talk about crashes. The economic principles don't lead to no crash. The only reason we would have a crash is if there's too much inventory and people stop buying. There is nothing that's going to I don't see anything coming that's going to make people stop buying. So appreciation, I can't say you can count on it, but you can basically say appreciation will raise the value. So it's a $600,000 house.
Yeah.
Let's just say it appreciates at, be conservative, 5% year over year. So 5% of 600,000. 30. Yeah. So about every year it's going to be worth $30,000 more. So
and let me ask you this: how much do you know about the whole Airbnb thing? Is that a great investment? Is, say he wanted to buy this house and then in 5 years move, would that be something that could be a lucrative thing to then turn around and just Airbnb the property?
You got the right idea there. So and that's another thing. The Airbnb, the short-term rentals, especially right now.
They get, oh my God.
In the COVID verse.
Yeah, nobody wants to go to a hotel.
Nobody.
Well, nobody wants to go to a hotel, but also think about all the eviction moratoriums that people have to deal with. With a short-term rental, you don't have to deal with. You can evict somebody with under 30 days. You know, if they stay longer than 30 days, in most places you can't evict them. So
yeah, I mean, we're in a day and age where people are Airbnb-ing like crazy. I mean, you go out of town, like most people, especially now, you go on a girls trip or if it's a couples trip or whatever, even if it's just you and your family. People are starting to reserve Airbnbs more now. And I mean, a $600,000 home and the way you're going to furnish it, I can only assume. You know what I mean? You probably could get some major money per week or per month. You know, Airbnb in a property like that.
Pay your mortgage in a month, but don't get it twisted. You don't have to own it to have Airbnbs. It's a method strategy called arbitrage, where you see somebody that
teach us
arbitrage. You know, it's a strategy for Airbnb and getting ownership. So basically, you got a home for rent. I see you got a home for rent. Listen, I want to Airbnb this bad boy out. I'll give you what you want monthly. I'll furnish it myself, but anything over that monthly rent, I get to keep. You know, so some people are getting lots of doors like that.
Because I work in the construction field, and when I travel, going to different places, instead of staying in a hotel, I might look for a house or Airbnb that got all the amenities, so I don't got to go out and eat out all that. So, like we spend a lot of money with Airbnb, and they give us a per diem to do it. So the renter or the landlord or whatever, they ready to get down because they know that's guaranteed money. We get our money monthly.
Absolutely.
And we pay our rent.
No doubt.
Because we got to sleep and go to work.
Yeah. I want to go back to Andre, though, but that you say you got the taste for a $600,000 house. I say this, people, and that's another thing, people want their dream homes. Get the starter home. Get the starter home.
Well, I live in about $350,000 to $400,000 house now, but I rent it. But I know exactly what I want. Like, I hate my house. Like, people walk into my house and they're like, I love this house. I'm ready to move. Like, I feel like I can't hear my kids. Like, I can't be in my room and hear my kids at the same time. Like, I need a house that I don't hear these kids at all.
You need a wing. You need a whole wing.
So I'm just, I'm a businessman. So I'm just looking at everything overall, and I've been torn. Well,
it's just a matter of at what point can you afford that $600 based off your DTI? Because think about it. If you're renting, just say in Toledo, $800 a month. 3 years you rent $800 a month. That's what 96? That's $9,600 a year that you done pay. So in 3 years, you damn near $30,000 that you done gave away in equity. But if you had owned that, that would be money in your pocket still that you could use as a down payment on that $600,000 house.
Okay. Well, listen, y'all. Anybody that's torn, they in the middle. They don't know if they want to rent, they want to own. You got to see Rob. He got advice. He got experience.
Rob got the recipe.
More so than the recipe. I'm backed by the government. I'm backed by the Department of Housing and Urban Development. I'm a HUD certified housing counselor. So meaning that I got an 8-week program. It's monthly. It's 8 hours. You come to the orientation. You come to a 4-hour workshop where we teach you everything that you need to know about homeownership, education, finances, lenders, working with realtors, inspectors, how to maintain your asset after it's purchased. And then you'll sit down with me as a housing counselor where I'll actually look at your debt to income ratio, I'll look at your budget, look at your credit, and actually give you an action item plan to get you through the door. And once you complete the program, get the plan, you get your certificate to get your down payment assistance if you qualify for it. So it's like,
So this program you're talking about, is this something that people have to pay for?
Free.
What?
Everything I
free
do,
of charge.
There's people out here that charge for stuff like that. I think it's a lot of people just taking advantage of people's hopes and dreams and COVID money. Get this ebook, come to this seminar, and it's like they're giving them stuff they can get for free.
It's a hustle.
Which I can't knock the. Don't hate the player. Don't hate the player. Hate the game.
Right.
Well, Rob, when you give something for free like that, it's because you're passionate about it, and that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
So we need more people like that.
Absolutely.
Well, that's what it's about. But it's free. It's free.
Got a caller.
Oh, we got a caller on the line. You've reached the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. Who do we got on the line?
Good morning. This is Shannon.
Hey, good morning. Oh, it's just you.
Don't react like that.
We love you.
What's up, Rob? Easy.
What it do, Shae? Dig.
What's up, man? I got a question. Would it be smarter for Andre just to buy some land and build from the ground up?
That's what I was talking about.
That's a great option because sounds like he said, I have a vision. He said he has a vision. And nowadays, if you want that vision, you might find it, you might get lucky, but if you build it, you're going to have it for sure.
Yeah.
That's definitely the plan builder.
Yeah, he said he wanted to build from the ground up, but he still need that $600,000 house.
Right.
Well,
he said, he won't gonna cost about $600,000.
Yeah, you got construction loans where you first of all you buy the land.
Yeah.
Or it depends. You find a builder that already has a subdivision of lots that you can buy the lot and build on the lot. Or you can just buy the land, put your money down, and then the bank will give you, put draws on the construction until it's done.
Wow. So when you speak of stuff like that and talk about stuff like that, because I know most people probably are listening and thinking like that, I could never afford that. Like, what is there, like he said, an income base of like, if you're making this type of money, then you can afford this? Or like you said, is even that like building a house from the ground up?
It just depends on like I said,
debt to income really depends on the individual
ratio. Debt to income ratio.
I always thought that the bank would loan you 4 times the amount of money that you make on a yearly basis. That's what I thought. So I thought if you made $100K, they'll loan you up to $400,000. That's how I thought it was. That's why I asked that question.
Well, yeah, it's more backwards. So say for instance, the debt to income ratio. So close to 1/3.
Okay.
So you can say up to 3 times, because if the debt to income ratio is 28% on the house note, let's say for instance right now $100,000 house in Toledo. Let's just say a $75,000 house. I had a client, she bought a house, no money down. She came to me. I got her hooked up to a lender. Lender gave her a 0 down loan, no money down, no private mortgage insurance, so no extra insurance paid on the mortgage. It's a $75,000 house. She paid what, $430 a month, and that includes taxes and insurance. Yeah, so $430 a month. And so,
Did she have a high credit score?
Yeah, I was gonna say in a situation like that, was her credit high? Did she have a low income debt ratio?
What type of job was she working?
Yeah, she worked manufacturing. She worked quality control in the manufacturing plant here in Toledo. Okay. Her credit score for this particular program, you got to have a 650 middle credit score for this particular loan. And she made less than, for this loan for a household of 1, if you make less than $55,000 per year, then you qualify for 0 down conventional.
Listen, if anybody's in that category, I got to get with Rod, because growing up, I always knew that you had to put 20% down. If not, you had to pay PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. And you saying that she got it with no money down and no PMI?
Oh, it's programs galore, man.
I'm trying to get the program. I'm trying to get to the show.
I'll tell you, and that's
a year.
That's my thing. I try to help my clients. We try to help our clients, because I got a team of agents. Shout out to Patricia Ziegler. Shout out to Dominique Allen. And we work with our clients. The goal is to help them come to the table with the least amount of money and get the most house for the least amount of money. And so if you make, for a household of 3, if you make less than $63,000 on paper, you can buy a house with no money down.
Love it.
If you make less than 55, the city of Toledo has a down payment assistance program up to $9,500 that, my clients are getting money back at the table right now.
And you teaching all this for free?
For free.
I'm signing up today.
Yeah.
After the show.
Oh, yeah.
We got a caller on the line?
Yes, we got a caller on the line. You reached on the Rise and Grind Morning Show. Who we got?
Good morning, Grinder.
Good morning.
Oh, Tony.
Yes, it's me.
Hey, Tony.
Good morning.
Hey, that boy dropping knowledge.
Yes.
Listen, first and foremost, you're gonna be at that Saturday Envision thing, correct?
Oh yeah. Oh, don't get it twisted. The business brunch vision board party.
Yes.
Wait, I got that all wrong. Vision board, business brunch, social. Yes, I will be there. I'm actually a speaker there. So come through. I'm excited for this event. Shout out to Tashara Ballard. She came up from North Carolina with.
She'll be here Wednesday.
Yeah, she came up with a vision just to bring the who's who together in Toledo.
I love it.
And I'm loving that she even invited me to be a part of this event. And I'm looking forward to just the people that are going to be in the room.
I'm glad we got invited.
I think I'm going to skip school. I got school that day, and I was like, I'm skipping. I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm gonna skip. Yeah, I'm gonna skip. I heard that lecture already.
I just say it's so many people. Toledo is small when it comes to Facebook. Facebook makes Toledo real small, but we see each other. But how often do we touch each other?
Right.
Yeah.
And get that energy from each other.
Absolutely. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's why. Go ahead, Mama.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to know, will we be speaking more about the free classes he's giving to help those new people getting into this home market?
Absolutely. I'll give you a brief breakdown. I got a whole lineup. I got some things to drop on y'all.
Oh, drop it. Drop the bomb.
Stay tuned.
I'm satisfied with this right here.
Now, if you are interested in the home buyer education program, it's through my national office NID. Through our realtors, we have affiliates. So our housing counseling branch is NID. Go to my page, go to my IG, hit the link tree. It says home buyer education program. Just click the link. Register on Eventbrite. It's as simple as that. Go to the IG at Rob Pasker.
Is it virtual?
It's virtual.
You can do it at home?
Absolutely.
Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Does IG stand for Instagram?
Yes, ma'am.
Tony, that is embarrassing.
Yes, ma'am.
You shut up.
I don't know why not. My sister don't know IG.
All right, I'm going to check you out, young brother. Thank you for the knowledge. Very informative show.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Thank you, Mama.
Yes.
Thanks, Tony.
Wait, which one is it?
Yes, this is definitely great information. I'm definitely going to go to this little link right now.
Yep, I'm here.
Yeah, I don't see it yet. I'll get to it later.
I guess you got classes going on all the time, so if you sign up, you just really jumping in, or is it like a fresh start when you sign
Well,
up?
every time it's fresh start. So every month we do an orientation. It's every second Thursday and every second Saturday. So orientations from 5 to 7 on Thursday through Zoom. The workshop is Saturday from 10 to 2 through Zoom. Okay. You know, COVID verse, I feel like we're loosening up. So I'm looking to do a in-person workshop in March.
All right.
But
I got another caller.
Callers on deck. Come on with it. Come on with it.
No, this is great information. Hello, you've reached the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. You're on the line. Who do we got?
I got, Chris from Toledo.
Hey, Chris. This is our sponsor. Shout out to Toledo.
Bun.
What's up, Chris?
Bunzino? Hey, that's my guy.
I just want to shout out to Rob P. We was in Toledo and sailed together. We went to Africa together.
Wow.
And,
that's beautiful.
Right.
And that's my boy. I just want to shout out to him.
Absolutely.
I want to shout out to Dre McCallum as well. Thanks for coming
Appreciate
in.
it, brother.
And, we'll talk offline, and y'all keep doing your thing, man.
No,
thanks for calling in.
Thank you so much for calling in, Chris.
Real
Shout out to you for being a sponsor.
Yeah, shout out Toledo.
Yes, Toledo.
Yes.
No, I'm real proud of Chris, man. Like he said, we go back to Toledo Excel. Toledo Excel, if you don't know, Toledo Excel is a scholarship program. Dr. Helen Kutz put it together back in like the 80s, early 90s.
My daughter is in it right now.
Both my kids, my son went through, and my daughter's in it now too.
So I mean, it's a scholarship program where they try to, elevate the people, the kids. You get the A students get all the attention, and you got the lower students that get the attention, but the people in the middle, the kids in the middle, the B average, and try to foster. So me and Chris went through the program, like he said.
That's awesome.
Went to South Africa.
My cousin over there, David. David Young.
Mr. Young.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Young.
Shout out to him.
Yes.
But I'm proud of Chris, man, because I said he
big
came through up.
Shout out to Toledo. The money fought this weekend that he had on the Toledo.
Yes.
They definitely doing their thing. They're a sponsor, official sponsor of the All New Rise and Grind Morning Show. So definitely shout out to Chris and Drake.
And we the next generation. We got to do that.
Yes.
Y'all do y'all thing. Rob, Andre, I'm
That's
proud
what
of
time it is, man.
we're the next generation. We got to be that pillar.
I want to talk about, if possible, I don't know if it's too early, but I want to talk definitely about the career opportunities with real estate.
Yes, come on with it, man.
I believe that where I came from, if more people understood that they can get into the insurance industry, get into the real estate industry, that they can really change their lives and make an impact, and we can see more growth and more men dressed like you, real grown man attire.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So talk about the real estate. Talk about for a second just why would it be lucrative, or why would somebody get into the real estate industry, and how could that change their life career-wise?
Absolutely. So just me, for example, before I got into real estate, what was I doing? Entertainment production, making music, doing videos, mixes, artist promotion, green tea, booming, like I said, booming health and wellness product.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now with the C.
But I found in real estate is lucrative, and all the skills that I built up doing everything else, it meshes very nicely. Even, being a substitute teacher for 8 years, it ties in. So the thing about real estate, I was blessed. Like I said, my first broker was a real TIST, a member of NARAB. And in NARAB, it's an organization filled of professionals that partake in a real estate transaction. So you got brokers, you have agents, you have inspectors, you have developers, you have insurance, you have title, attorneys. Whatever may have you, this is an organization of predominantly black professionals from across the country. And people get it twisted. They think real estate, you either going to be an investor or I'm going to get my license to be a realtor. But no, I do a real estate transaction. I'm the broker. My agent is actually the one that's working with the clients. So you got the broker. The broker has the authority by the state of Ohio to transact real estate on behalf of others. The agent works on behalf of the broker, and you understand that in insurance. You can't be an agent without a broker. Right. So I'm a broker. I'm only one of 3 black brokers in Northwest Ohio. For one. And I have
amazing.
Well, we gotta do what we gotta do to make the changes. We need the positions to make the changes we need to make
for sure
in our communities. So you got the agents. The agents go out and show the properties. Once the property, they put offers in. So you're gonna have two different agents in a real estate transaction. One working for the buyer, and one working for the seller. Once the offer gets accepted, what's the first thing they do? Put in your earnest money. Go drop your earnest money off at the title company. So the title company, these are people that do the title and lien searches to make sure that there's no taxes or back things owed that'll be a threat to the seller or the buyer when they purchase it. Yeah. You got the inspectors involved. Yeah. You have the lender, the loan officer, the one that's giving out the money at the bank. The face, I should say, because then you got the underwriters in the back of the bank who are actually writing the loan. Right. You got the appraiser that goes out and tells the bank how much the home is worth. Yeah. It's a lot that goes into. Insurance needs to be done. So, but the thing is, we need more people like us in these positions because a lot of the disparity and the inequity that's been placed upon us comes because we don't have enough people like us in these positions to advocate for us.
Here's what I want people to know. No matter what industry you get in, if you get into the real estate industry, it's not even about the money that you can make, because that was my initial question, but it's about the person that you become while you're doing these things to be successful in this industry. Yeah. So parents that's listening right now, youth that's listening right now, get into these industries. I'm telling you, get into real estate, get into these industries because you grow as a person. You grow as a person when you're growing in business, and that'll change everything. That's what we call breaking the cycle.
Absolutely. I want to real quick, if I can, speak on my organization.
Please. Absolutely.
Greater Toledo Realtist Association. Like I told you, I'm a member of the national level. At the national level, I sit on the national board of directors. I chair the Millennial Committee for NARAD nationally. On the state level, I'm on the executive board on the state level, and then locally, I'm the president here locally. And we're an organization of, like I said, professionals that are passionate about building black wealth through real estate. And that means, increasing the home ownership rates here, and also increasing the black participation, black professionals in the organization here locally, and as well as addressing systemic issues that keep us impediments to our, building wealth through real estate. So I got an organization of top producers, predominantly black top producers in the city that are realtists. My first vice president is Laureen Banks over at Key, and she's a perennial $1 Million Sales Club, top 10% in Ohio every year. Monica Davis is my second vice president. Monica been doing it for a while. Monica is actually the first black woman in Northwest Ohio to sit on the local board of directors for realtors.
Shouts out.
So, talk about black history. Monica, she's doing her thing. Patricia Ziegler is my treasurer. And we got some things rolling out just for the community to not only educate about home ownership, but also educate about the industry. And also, like I said, address the things that we see within policy that are keeping us from building wealth through real estate. So stay tuned. Realtors Week is coming up in April. Every day we're going to have something popping. So just stay tuned for that.
I just registered for your March 13th.
Yes, indeed. Please.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, this has been a great show.
Yes. Come on with it.
Yes, you guys have dropped some real gems as usual. Definitely giving us a lot of information to take and hold on to. Definitely, I think you guys, what you're doing is not only, creating a legacy for yourself and your family, but you're being an inspiration for our community. Yes. You're teaching us, you're educating, and the fact that you're doing it for free, because like you said, many people are charging for these services, which, hey, like you said, not knocking nobody, but the fact that you're out here this passionate about it, doing it for free, like that's really dope to me, because there's so many of us, and I say us because I'm one of them, who don't know. We just don't know. We don't got the education. We don't have the knowledge, and we're out here, spending our money carelessly in different places where we could be investing and putting it, into a place that can provide us and our children with generational wealth. So
and y'all some cool dudes too.
I
want to say, like, it's good. It feels good to have some black male money motivating money making individuals in our studio.
Absolutely.
Like Andre, we've been having conversations back and forth for a while. Since the first
he was like one of our first guests.
Yeah, he was, and I appreciate him coming back every time he's in town. Rob, I've been trying to get Rob on for a while, and it's good to have you here.
Hey, it's a privilege to be here.
We saw him out after the level after, like, Rob, you gotta come on the show.
Say less. What's up?
That was the exact conversation right there.
That's the exact conversation.
Yes,
if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
That's
For
my
sure,
line.
for sure,
I
for
say that
sure.
all the time.
Yeah.
I love it. So thank you guys for coming in and rise and grind with us and dropping these gems. And definitely can't let you guys go without giving you Shae's affirmation. So.
Yes, I got some for y'all today. You don't know what the future holds, but the decisions that you make today will heavily impact its outcome. Fight for the things that you believe in, but choose your battles wisely, because every ounce of energy you put out will come back in some type of shape or form. Beware of your thoughts. Write them down as often as you can. Correct yourself when you're wrong. Do not be too prideful about it. Just make the right things happen. Love yourself above anything else, and love with gratitude in your heart. You got this.
Yes, I love it.
We gotta get some affirmation music.
I like to cut the music out to give Shae like her space and like.
But I'm pretty sure you're gonna be creative to give me some type of vibes or something. So
Violin or something.
Ayana fix my life.
We need some type of healing hurts plan. Yes.
I got you.
Yeah.
So before we go, you guys, just one more time, start with you, Dre. Let everybody know where they can find you on social media. Also, where they can find your book for those who haven't gotten your book yet.
Yeah. Instagram, Andre McCallum Jr. On Instagram. My book is on my website, neverstopbelieving.me. That's the motto, that's the slogan. You never stop believing, you will become the person that you want to be.
Love it. What about you, Rob?
Absolutely. Everything Rob Pasker, Facebook, IG, YouTube. You know, the link is, all the information is there for whatever you need. Greater Toledo Realtors Association on Facebook, ToledoRealtors.org if you're interested in joining us on our mission of elevation. But yeah, I'm out here. I'm not hard to find. Google me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesse Coleman. Oh no.
Well, we want to say thank you to our sponsors one more time. Hot Box, Lyman Humidor, Essential Vibes, Toledo, Mud City ENT, Greater New Psalmist Church, and J. Rush Jennings.
Yeah.
And if you would like to become a sponsor of the all new Rise and Grind Morning Show, what are we doing right now, Clyde?
We matching sponsorships up to $1,000.
That's right.
Right.
So,
Up to $1,000.
you better submit that information. And let's go, Toledo. Let's go.
And make sure y'all go check out my Top 10 Countdown premiering every Friday night at 7:30. Make sure you go ahead, artists, if you want to be in it, submit your music video to our email, info@the419grind.com. Attach your Top 10 Countdown.
Can we talk about that, though?
To tell your people, yeah, we can. But make sure to tell your people to go vote. The419grind.com/vote.
So, Talaia.
Yeah.
How was the first episode with Chachi? Well, not the first. It was the first episode, basically, though.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
The first countdown?
The first countdown, yeah.
It was amazing. It was fun.
So was Chachi like a guest co-host?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you have guest co-hosts on every week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to try and no, I ain't going. Because then y'all gonna catch on. Like, okay.
And Studio B.
Studio B, Saturday mornings, 8:30 to 11. Check out all your hot local videos with me.
Yes. What were you saying, Talaia? Sorry about that.
But yeah, I didn't want to speak too much on that because then y'all gonna catch on.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're saying though.
Yeah, it was an amazing show. Bruce Bill's video took #1.
Okay,
and
shout out to Bruce Bill.
Yeah,
You know,
it was a really deep and amazing video.
I'm disappointed in two artists.
Yeah. I already told Kashmir I was disappointed in him. He literally only had 1 vote.
Kashmir and Tracy only had. Tracy had some votes,
Tracy
but not
had 2.
enough. Not the
So you're disappointed in the voters.
Well, because the artist,
they
it's the
didn't
artist's
promote.
fault. Yeah.
They didn't tell people to go vote. That's like Bruce Bills and Al Visions. They were telling people to go vote.
Right.
Like he had over 500,000 plus votes.
Wow.
Like
That's
that's how much
amazing.
she was telling people you can vote unlimitedly.
Yeah,
like
we got
we
to stop
don't.
counting.
Yeah. Like it was shout out to Bruce Bills. So you can vote as many times as you want. You can sit there all day on the computer and just keep going. Click. Then vote for this person.
Facebook anyway all day. Click a vote. Give us some
But they go just type into your web browser, the 419grind.com/vote, and go vote.
Yes. So while you're there, you can also, like she said, go over to the 419grind.com. You can vote. You can check out our photo gallery. You can check out me, Clyde, and Shae's blogs.
Yes.
And, you know, you can upload your information for becoming a sponsor there as well. Like, you can do everything. So just go to our website, the new and improved.
Somebody created a profile on there, didn't it?
Bruce Bills.
Oh, he created a
He's
profile.
serious. Shout out to Bruce Bills. Shout out to people that's serious about their hashtag. You gotta shout out to Bruce Bills. Bruce Bills, also our boy Marino Portland. Those are 2 names that are sticking out to me heavy because they are on. They pushing it. They got their feet to the pavement and they are not playing. And you know, shout out to them for that.
Shout out to their hustle hand.
Yeah. Shout out to each and every one of you who are tuned in today and every day. We appreciate all the love and support because as we always say, we cannot do what we do without without you.
Yes.
So we thank you for all your love and support, and we ask that you continue to show that love. Tomorrow we got another great show. Who we got? Let's see.
Somebody.
I wasn't ready yet.
Let's see. We got Rihanna, my girl. No, that's Wednesday. I'm sorry. Okay, tomorrow we got Mashawn Pettis and Jamila Scott coming in.
Yes.
So definitely make sure you guys stay tuned in for a great show tomorrow.
Yes.
And like we always say, hey, Talaia, what you doing? You're supposed to be over here.
Can you get over here and blow your kiss?
Clyde will blow it for you.
No, I'm just doing this. All this.
Like we always say, until next time. Mwah.
Ohio wanna rise. You don't want no problem with us guys. Ohio wanna rise. Yeah, look. Name a better duo. Ain't no niggas you know. I came from the heavens. Hawk the car on Pluto. The Audemars Hublot. Pockets fat as sumo. Women on me, you know. They wanna do the you know. I'm not the number 2. I'm the numero uno. When me and Fi together, the conflict is crucial. The diamonds is future. My cousin is shooter. Other one a scammer. Another one a booster. I like them dark, full of melanin. I'm a fix, she my medicine. Her ass shake like it's gelatin. The plug card, he bout the melanin. Your man called, he bout to tell again. They got him preaching like the reverend now. This local shit is irrelevant.